What's up, Dub Nation? Rich with Let's Go Warriors. Back once again. We're going to do another live chat watch party. I'm going to do the play-by-play for those of you who are unable to watch. And let me try and find Warriors pregame. There it is. Okay. We also have the pregame of Steve Kerr. So let me pull up the back screen like this. And I just need to post on Instagram that we just went live. And that's about it. So why don't we go show you that clip? It's right here on our YouTube channel that you're on right now. Okay. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube.com. Let's go Warriors. Wow. Okay. And then we'll talk about some topics that I wrote about in the description. I just posted the pregame, and we can skip to the part where he talks about Steph about an hour and 15 ago. It always says no description, but then all you do is you hit refresh and it's there. It's weird little quirk. So right here is the pregame Washington Wizards. Let's listen in.
How you doing, Steve?
Good. How you doing, Steve?
Good. We saw the update on Steph. Is there a date in mind that you guys are targeting for a potential scrimmage for him?
Whatever Rick says. Yeah.
How'd you enjoy the festivities last night?
Say that again?
Game. How'd you enjoy it last night?
Oh, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah, they look good.
You guys are clearly heading towards, some type of pick, probably like, late first, mid first. I know it's not your department, but do you find yourself watching, last night there's several potential lottery picks in the building. Do you find yourself at all with a scouting eye kind of watching what this draft is looking like?
Just a little bit. Mike was there. That's obviously his job. But yeah, when I watch college games, I always try to envision what a guy would look like on an NBA court.
For the past, it's been 8 weeks now that Steph's been out, and you guys have tried to patch holes for him and others. When you look ahead now, the next couple games at least, what are the things you want to try and do to make sure that the team stays on task? Because obviously you're not going to get him tonight and probably not Sunday. So,
well, we're looking at the process always. The detail within the game. Spreading the floor, getting spacing, making good decisions. We haven't done that at all the last 4 games, so we have a lot to clean up tonight, and I would hope that our guys will do that. I said it after the game the other night. I mean, the fatigue from the trip played a factor. I have no doubt about that, but tonight we don't have that excuse. We've won the last couple games, but we turned it over 24, 25 times in each of them. We're not going anywhere by doing that, and we have to clean that up, and then that impacts our defense dramatically. It's impossible to guard transition effectively. I mean, you can be somewhat good at it and save a couple of plays here and there with great hustle, but you're digging out of a huge hole if you're playing in transition constantly defensively. So we have to clean up our offensive execution.
Steve, I'm curious what you've seen from Will Riley.
Okay, So that's a question on Will Riley of the Washington Wizards, which we are not interested in, but I am interested in taking some notes and talking about some other things. So let's get into it. I got to pull up the notes real quick. And I need to get this all ready for doing some commercials. That was not done smoothly. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Notes. Timestamps. We just did Kerr pregame on not bringing back Steph just for the play-in, which was asked later. It's better to just go to our Discord for these little snippet things. And we'll go right there right now. Get out of there. Go to the Discord. Type in the link for anybody who wants to join. So if you're new to the channel, by the way, if you're new to the channel, I am Rich. I have been running Let's Go Warriors since 2013, have been credentialed with the Warriors since 2009, retired from being credentialed with the Warriors in 2022, although on and off, nowadays on and off, depending on how I feel. Most times I don't feel like going to San Francisco. I don't feel like looking for parking. I actually don't feel like going into Chase Center. Probably the only one on the internet to say that that's a Warriors fan, but I've had my my fill and used to cover the team on a daily basis. And that's why this video right here, our most popular one on our homepage, is the one with Steph Curry on it, shooting what, 94 threes or 93 threes out of 100, 6.3 million views. 13 years ago, I filmed Blake Griffin at Team USA, and this one still hasn't reached 1 million yet. Maybe I'll run this back. And same with this one, Kevin Durant. This one was on the road. It looks like Utah, either Utah or Sacramento. And so, yeah, I've been around the team a lot. And as you can see in the bio for this YouTube channel and every other social media channel that we're on, my hope is to spread the love of the game and the love of the Warriors and the love of Steph and Draymond, and back in the day it was Clay, and back in the day it was KD. Like, we don't hate on KD here. We don't hate on anybody. Podz, we don't care if Podz gets 30 points, which is the latest and greatest viral thing. So we don't really partake in all of that meme stuff on the internet. We don't do memes and we don't do outrage. I try and, with this Discord server right here, if my browser would work, spiral of death. On this Discord server, I try to give you information. I don't try to entertain as much. And these days, entertainment gets into, ESPN, talking heads, Stephen A, screaming A Smith. We don't do that. Because the way that I've grown up on the game of basketball through my lens, which has been very lucky. 2002, I started a basketball league called Dream League in the Bay Area. It grew up to 125 teams. We were in San Jose, San Mateo, Oakland, and San Francisco. And basketball is basketball at every level, especially when at the amateur level, you got guys that, especially in the Asian community up here, they want to pay you money to run a game for them. all of the things that happen to the NBA teams happen to us that are not salary related, but that are like, KD wants to go play with his buddies in Brooklyn, his buddies Kyrie and DeAndre. Okay, that's happened to me. I've invited Jeremy Lin to open gym practices with Blake Griffin's old trainer, by the way, ironically. We were just talking about Blake Griffin. And so I've been in a lot of gyms, and there's just a certain love of the game. Once you get inside a gym and there's, a tournament going on or a game going on, or even like Warriors practice, it's just a different vibe in real life than it is just thumb scrolling and typing on your phone. We try and get away from that. So that's why this Discord server filters all of that out and has actually better feeds than Twitter. So free Discord server. And you got to sign up on the WAP platform because that's the only platform so far that does it well. Let me pull up the live chat, which I haven't done yet. Hello, Bruce. Good to have you. Pop it out. So that's what Let's Go Warriors is all about. We're very different than anywhere else on the internet. And, we just don't do the clickbait thing. And that's why we're so small. We're such a small community. But before I ramble on too much more, I did want to talk about certain things. DeAnthony Melton is out again. And that was posted earlier on today, actually right there. Underdog is a great account to follow, by the way, but we've got in these VIP feeds. Now, these VIP feeds are $5 a month. Everything else is free. But yeah, you would need to pay to get access to these feeds and the organization of the Discord here. So let's just check them off one by one. Obviously, I posted some stuff from practice yesterday on the YouTube channel. Draymond has an automatic feed into this particular channel. We had Lee Ellis is a reporter in Atlanta, ask Steph about Masters, golf stuff. So we're gonna skip by that because we talked about that in the pregame of the last game, and now we're talking about the pregame of this game. So there's the NBA PR talking about expansion, and then I added a few things. I added this Mark Stein take on expansion here, and he just basically says, you got to pay 7 to 10 billion, whether you're Seattle, Las Vegas, or whoever, you're going to pay 7 to 10 billion. End of story. So that was something that I added there. Oh, this is our recap. We do honest recaps, or I do honest recaps. I'm going to record the recap probably after the game is done against Washington tonight. Hopefully we win. If we lose, then I'll do what I call a game of runs, which is there's always one or two runs where we turn the ball over a lot or we brick a lot of shots and it ends up us losing the game. Jane Kenny, if you're a Valkyries fan, which Bruce and I are very much, there's some information here in the SF Standard on who the Valkyries would likely protect. So we'll get into that some other time as I want to fly through this. And yeah, this is Brooklyn content. We won that game. And I'm just going through all of the Warriors type content that showed up on the internet since then. That's like actual news. And Draymond always shows up as well and has a clip or two. I'm really getting the spiral of death today, man. Wow. Steph thanking the fans for 600 consecutive sellouts. Steph doing the gentleman's cut commercial for something new there. And then yesterday at practice, so go check that out. There's Kristaps is already on our channel. And I just remembered, speaking of Spiral of Death, I need to upgrade the operating system of my other computer. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully it won't take an hour, although it does look like it's going to take an hour. Damn. That sucks. Hey, we have a new commenter, Gushi Boo Pooby. Okay. Spiral of Death. Man, it's going to kill me tonight, huh? Behind the scenes. Oh, this right here, this part. Oh, good content, guys. Go check that out on our channel. More on our channel. I talked about the honest recap. Jeremy Lin is now on ESPN, former Warrior. So somewhat Warriors news or slow news day. So we'll put that up there. Seth Curry talked about Steph and how Steph visited or wanted to know everything about Duke, even though he was about to get drafted. And here are some clips of Draymond and Podz and Steve Kerr at the game yesterday in San Jose SAP Center for the Arizona game, which Arizona won. They beat Arkansas. And yeah, this is on our Discord. I'm going to pin the sign up at the top. If I could just get through the rotating spiral of death on the MacBook, we can get through this. There is an anti-tanking proposal by Adam Silver. And I agree with Brett Siegel. This is all out of whack. Oh, wow. Thank you, Gushi Boo Poo. Gushi Boo Poo. Wow, that's very generous of you. Really appreciate that. Okay, so as I am going to turn this into some kind of podcast video edited later, I will increase my circle. Okay, so these tanking points, there's 3 main points. I'm just going to skip down to what Brett Siegel said. And he says, I said it before and I'll say it again, tanking is only in the spotlight this year because of the historic draft class we have. Why does Adam Silver not understand that? I think he doesn't understand that, or it appears that he doesn't understand that, because it's all about these bad games that are on TV right now. And he has to talk to Amazon Prime, CEO, all of that. And he has to make sure everybody's happy. He needs to make sure everyone that's giving money to the NBA is happy. And I just don't know if that's possible. And if you love the game that me and Bruce and probably you, Gushi Boo Poo, and did I say myself, and Steve Kerr and Brett Siegel, if you love the game as much as they did, and if you ever find Brett Siegel's backstory, he definitely loves the game. If he's, killing himself to become an Illinois student manager of the Illinois basketball team. But yeah, I agree with Brett Siegel. This is overkill. Even Mark Stein said it. He says this is very likely an overreaction. Mark Stein. Now, Mark Stein is one of the most tenured reporters in the NBA, even way more tenured than Shams, obviously. He's probably double Shams's age. Mark Stein is a legend. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt, as a media member. And Mark Stein is saying this is an overreaction. I totally agree. Draymond reminds us that there's a North Carolina Tar Heels search for a coach that needs to be done. I read some articles. Needs to be done by April 1st due to the transfer portal. people that's injured tonight, same old with Quinton Post as well. There was an update though. DeAnthony Melton's out. Now on DeAnthony Melton, I almost think that I was saying earlier last live stream that we should shut him down because I don't know. I don't want him to play any better than he is if we're going to re-sign him, because then his market value goes up. Although that's all kind of uncontrollable, market value, that's uncontrollable. So what I do want to say is that I think everything should be shut down. I do think the Moody injury changed things. I wrote about it on the website, which is letsgowarriors.com. Right here, if you can go here and give me a like, y'alls, sign up for free. It's a lot of good information. Matter of fact, so good information that I forgot to post the latest post on there because I ran out of time. It always happens to me every game day. There's just no time to breathe. But yeah, I wrote that. Here, go like this. Excuse me. I wrote that salary cap sheet wise, we should shut down Melton, Draymond, and Steph. Now, the problem with that is we only had 10 guys available the other night. Now, Nate Williams only has 5 or 6 games remaining on his two-way contract. So he's in and out, and we have 9 games left. He's going to need to miss at least 2 or 3 more games. So you don't have Nate Williams. You only have these 10 guys. Now it's 9 with DeAnthony. You can't, just like Draymond said on the podium, I can't just shut it down and let down my guys. And you don't have bodies. Therefore, you'd love to shut down the team, but you can't. Even if we were trying to tank, we couldn't tank right now because we have so many injuries. And obviously with Moody going down, I just want to protect our assets before we go into the off season. We're so close to the off season. So on the podium today, here's our cap sheet, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys signed. I mean, that's not a lot out of 15. So you want to protect those and make sure nobody else gets injured for the season, and not take any risks now that Moody's down. Before I talk about some other stuff in terms of like Steph Curry, there was this thing. Now, I tried to go to this Instagram where apparently Brandon wrote this comment, why does everyone want me to score over 30? Yeah, I agree. I want you to get 7 or 8 assists, though. I want you to play like a point guard. We're about to tip off here. A couple of Steph and Aisha content. And yeah, DeAnthony sounded like he wants to get paid next season. That's fine. And yeah, the update from the Warriors on all of these injuries, they're all day-to-day other than Steph. And then Steve pregame, which is on our channel, you can go look at it, just saying we're not going to bring back Steph just to play in the play-in. I get that. And it just seems like, I don't know, if you really wanted to shut him down, the way you're doing it right now is a very convincing way of doing it. Like, it avoids any question of purposely shutting down the team. Kristaps loses the tip, and we're underway. All right, we're underway here. I'll put the box score up shortly. Long too good by Bub Carrington. Porzingis loses tip to Sar. 3-ball Porzingis from Vallejo. Good assist Gui. Screen by Dre, I believe. And then we come right back as we closed up on, I guess Porzingis it was, I'm not sure, and Washington threw it away. Oh, that was a long 2. It's 2-2. All right, KP gotta cut to the rim. Score it. I think Draymond assist on that one. 4-2 Warriors. Short jumper by, I gotta look at all these names because it's hard. And then they foul us. Jumper by Leaky Black. Is it Leaky Black? No, just Trey Johnson. Yeah, that was a 3. Why do we only get 2? Wait a minute. So Draymond post up. I guess they're going to score. Jump shot, 2 points. Huh. Strange. And they got an offensive rebound tip by Sar. He gets it again. He posts up Draymond, and he's probably scoring that. Yep. A fadeaway by Sar ties it up. Is it me or just should that have been a 3? I don't know. My other laptop is doing a system update, so I can't do anything. KP short, and ball goes right into Will Richards' hands. Gets a reload from Vallejo. It's good. Good hustle once again by Will. Eight to 4, they corrected it. Told you there was something wrong with that. Duh. Hello, scoreboard. Podz with the selfish 3. Look at Draymond hang his head. Yep, Podz just is approaching it completely wrong. And they smoke a layup. Will Richard misses a 3. Draymond knocks it off of Sar. Good play by Draymond. Another stream decided to play Lakers. Okay. Well, cool. I hope you're usually a Warriors fan. Got the Warriors logo. Got another foul on Washington on the inbound baseline, so we'll take it side out this time. And it's a shooting foul. No. Side out. Carl Lane, one of the better refs of the NBA, is the lead official. I like him. Trey Maddox. Oh, shit. Trey. Finney Ransom. All right, Trey. Well, I gotta text him, see how long he'll be here. Just saw you on the local broadcast. Yeah, that's a holding on Porzingis very badly by Sar, and it's before the pass. It should be a technical foul. One shot in the ball, I believe, is the rule. Yep, looks like KP is going to shoot the one shot in the ball, so not very smart by Sar. I wonder, yeah, you got to go side out. Oh, he missed the free throw. Wow. And he kind of pointed at the ball as if it was its fault. So baseline inbound again. Interesting rule. KP jumper good. Catch 2 on the blob via Dre. 11-4 Warriors. Bob Carrington short. Missed it on the push shot. Got to make those. Brandon. Ridiculous. Oh. I wonder if Steve. Oh, Steve's telling him, stop arguing. I agree, man. Pod's right elbow fake J. Did the fake, got the J, argues. bench tells him to shut up. I don't know. I hope so. Anyway, he got another rebound. He will attack and again, selfishly, he's not playing this like a point guard. And then Washington throws it away. Podz, come on, man. Selfish. Push shot, a lot of contact, no call. Argues. I said it 2 games ago. He's approaching the game completely wrong. I would yank him. And I don't know why are other Warriors not telling him anything like that. LJ misses a 3. Only 3 Warriors on the bench, and it's easy to see them because we're wearing the white or the cream brown jerseys. They miss again. Podz got another rebound, racking them up. Like that's 4 rebounds or something. 6 rebounds. Damn. Podz again selfishly in the paint. Dude, stop shooting. We got the rebound though as it bounced right back to him. And Will Richard knocks the ball over, and Podz wants to hit 30, dude. He missed again. He has 6 rebounds though. Make that 7. Should be 7. He just got another one. And Will Rich runs the floor. Timeout, Brian Keefe. Drayton will cut timeout. So 15-4. And Washington in a big hole early on. They don't look like they want to play. Bunch of nobodies. No, it's not. They're not total nobodies. 5 minutes remaining. Wow, that's gonna take forever. Yeah, we're not doing that. Podz trying to go for 30. Oh, man. I guess I'll release the video tomorrow. Sick of it, dude. All these selfish takes, man. Be a point guard, man. 1 for 5. Point guards don't do that. I wanna text his trainer. It's gotten so bad. Still 6 rebounds? How's he only 6 rebounds? Feels like more. Because when he had 6, it was a long time ago. Oh, I just noticed Bilal Coulibaly is one of their guys that has missed quite a few shots. Okay, that is a 6th. So the box score should be way ahead of me today. I don't know. If you're gonna do that, should you do that in these tanking games? I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't be doing this if Steph was back. It's just that it's not the right way to play the game. You know, forget everything else. 3 ball, short, good closeout, Gary. But they got another offensive rebound. And And it's Trey Johnson with the bucket over KP. Good fadeaway. Draymond directing traffic. Go to KP. We sat Podz. Pat Spencer finds KP. Fake a three. Hand off LJ. Now you got to go. 4 seconds. Back to KP from Vallejo. Short. Oh, tap in by Gary. I thought he was fouled. And they didn't call it. Rebound. Right side. Koulibaly for 3 over KP. No good. Draymond got held. No call. Carl Lane gives us the ball anyway. And Warriors ball. 6:22 to go. We're up 15-6. And it's Pat. Ghost screen by KP and a roll. Now we'll post up. So this is the main deal right here. Against Carrington. Got doubled. That means Pat's open for 3. Got it. Gravity. KP posts. Doubled. Pat corner 3. Splash. 6-18. Warriors. Sar attacks Draymond. Good defense. KP. And then good switch. And Draymond blocks it, or partially. Good defense. Probably won't get credit for the partial block. Koulibaly. Now it's back out to KP. Fake a 3. Hand off to Pat. Gets a lane. Smokes a layup. And that's why I have issues with Pat. Got to make those. LJ tries to defend Koulibaly downhill, so it's either a foul on him or Gary. I mean, I understand, like, you miss those point blank ones. That's what I see in high school. I'm just not jiving with, you're in the freaking NBA. You got to make those. That's wide open, bro. Be a professional, man. You got to make those in EuroLeague. Just Pat's mad at himself, but like every damn game, you're mad at yourself at something. So I just don't think he's there yet. Now, when Steph is here, he's a good third string point guard, stopgap. But the more you get to know it, the more the warts just like starting to become, bigger than just a wart. Becomes a tumor. Not just kidding. LJ for 3. Ooh, yeah. LJ off the dribble. Good closeout by Gui. 21-7 Warriors. Niners with a 2-touchdown lead over the Commanders. LJ continues his, 50% three-point shooting. We're taking him out. He must be on minutes restriction. Sheesh. 3.5 minutes. What the heck? He's got to be on minutes restriction. There's absolutely no other reason to do that. I'm 99% sure that's why. Omer, tic-tac-toe. Gary got pushed by Carrington. Way to get Omer involved. Pod's going to give Omer instructions like, yeah, right. Give me some assists first before you do that. 0 assists, bro. Hilarious. Missed the free throw. Can we do a rule? Here's the rule. If you have 0 assists, you are not allowed to give anybody instructions. I don't care what it's about, and I could be blowing it out of proportion, but nah. I don't know, man. It's just a bad look, man. Everything bad look pods, you know. Omer's going to get a foul on Sar here on the step through. No telling a teammate what to do unless you have at least 1 or 2 assists. Oh, man. Why? It's just so plain and simple to me. Should I hit up his dad? Like, hey, John, I know you're a baseball guy. And I know you maybe don't trust me to be a basketball guy, but I really am a basketball guy. Like, I know my shit. And your son's approach to the game is completely wrong. He needs to go in getting at least 7 assists. That's the goal. There's no other goal. Be a floor general. But every time I bring this up, just frustrates me more. Nice pick and roll by Gary, but Gary couldn't go right-handed on that one. That was a little tough. Had to be pinpoint precision there. And Carrington gets a 3 on the curl. Sharif Cooper in there. Melton dunked on Sharif last game, remember? Pat, there you go. There you go. He hits the bucket. Once you get in the paint, you got to make those. Pat uses body to paint. Fade good. 24-11. I would they got a dunk as Carrington found Sar. I don't know Champagne that well. Number 9. Okay, looks just like his bro. And Pat finds Gary. Timeout, Brian Keefe again. 26-13. Timeout. Yeah, I know. I know not to. I want to so badly, though. Whoops, I'm still big. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a losing team. Start to get agendas. Oh, I need to post on Instagram, my bad. Okay. Let me post on Insta. Oh, man. Can't find the thumbnail on my phone, so now I'm delayed yet again. Oh, there it is. Warriors, Wizards, watch party. Inside, is that Goga? No, it's Anthony Gill. I think. That's funny. They started Will Riley last time. Wonder why they changed it. Gui, step through, good. Wait, did Gui start? Yeah, he started. Anthony Gill, fake bye Omer, good. Man, Omer's not that good, huh? He was killing it when we signed him. Sets a pick for Podz, selfishly takes the 3, clank. Podz, selfish. Pat brings it up. Is he going to shoot 25 times? Shoot it again. Why not? Oh, he passed it. Gui. 3-ball good. See what happens when you pass the ball, bro? Bucket good. Inside Carrington against Pat. Pat not too happy about his defense. Understandable. Because generally our point of attack is trash. And Pat gets him back. Pat with the get back. Wow, we haven't had that since, what was it, December? 3-ball Carrington. Probably their best player, honestly. Pat uses an Omer screen and nearly threw it away. Podz will drive and kick it. Wow. See what kicking it does? 3-ball good. Can you do that earlier? 36-22. They shoot a 2-for-1, missed it. Rebound Omer, handoff Gui. Anthony Gill is not playing the game. It's 5-on-4. He's injured, so Sharif has to intentionally foul. And we're in the bonus, though. They had 4 fouls. So instead of going 5-on-4, just foul him. Gui had subbed out, and he was the one that was fouled, so he has to sub back in to shoot the free throw. Or he never, he didn't go to the table, technically. Got to go through the table. That'd be a technical in high school, by the way. 2-shot technical for not checking in. It happens a lot in the high school level. Gui hits a free throw. Finney Ransom. And Gui Santos hits the next one. We scored 38 points, 28 seconds to go. Up by 16 at long last. How many turnovers do we got? 0. 0 turnovers. And we got 0 turnovers in the last 6 minutes. If you saw my honest recap, turn the corner Sharif against Pat and won. Pat got beat left-handed again. At some point, you just guess. Have him beat you right-handed. Man, they just don't teach strategy to kids anymore. Sharif, Cooper, Burns, Pat, Spencer, lefty, turn again. It's tough. You're seeing guys make mistakes that I saw when I was in middle school. LJ with the 3, no good. And Pat got the rebound and wasn't aware enough to just launch it. Blocked by Will Riley. Like if you get beat one time with the guy's left hand, back in my day, you make a bleeping adjustment. I don't want to swear. I really don't want to swear, but it's like these guys, Pat and Podz, continue to do things that are just like, these are correctable things. I got no words. Well, we are up though, 38-25, so I shouldn't be complaining too much. But yeah, if you get beat on his left hand and you get burnt the first time, back in my day, we go, oh, he went left on me. He's never going to go left on me again. You got to have that mentality. You can't just be out there, what a nice walk in the park today. Oh, and Steph's not playing, so I don't have to worry about anything. I can just, whistle while I work. Bro, have some pride, man. Don't get beat the same way twice. Sorry, but that's just the who was on the podium in the NCAAs recently? That's just the Tom Izzo in me. That's just the Dan Hurley in me. It's like I need to give you tough love and make you become a man. That's exactly what Dan Hurley said on the podium. How did I know this? It's on our Discord server, our super awesome Discord server, the NBA live feed, somewhere on there. As I get twirling spiral of death. So yeah, tough love for Pat. If you get beat one way, can you not get beat the same way again? That's all I ask. It's just fundamental basketball. And I see that two guys on my favorite team in the NBA keep doing the same thing. It makes you wonder. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's the system. Maybe it's the culture these days. I see it in the NCAA. If Hurley and Izzo are getting criticism on the podium, Gary with a ridiculously difficult pass for Pat to catch. Know your personnel. He ain't catching that. Crazy sling pass. No look to Pat, bounces off out of bounds. Man, in some ways, this is worse than Summer League because the Summer League mistakes are forgivable. These ones, I'm just sitting there, yeah, you don't care. You care nothing about that possession. They got a 3 just now. Good shot. There's the roll to Gary. Oh, smoke the layup. Difficult. High degree of difficulty. He's just flying in there. And they go 94. Good. $38-30 suddenly. It's a ball game. LJ out to Pat. Looked at a 3. Drives in. Loses the ball. Gets it back. 2 ball. Good. There you go. Just do that. Now, can you play defense? That is the question. Pat to the nail. Fade good. With no rebounders. Nope. You can't play defense as number 9 beat him. Who is that? Oh, Champagny. Oh, man. Baseline 2. Well, oh, Gui got the tap in. I didn't think that was going in. For Pat to make 3 in a row from 15 feet, no, I'm not ready for that yet. So Gui saved the day there. And someone got beat up top. Yet again, timeout. Steve can't stand it. Will Riley, good timeout. Okay, I'm taking copious notes in the description. You can go look at them right now once I hit save. Let's see who got beat on that one on my backup laptop here. LJ's point of attack is not good either. Let's see, Draymond tapped it away. Man, LJ, golly. That's his weakness. Riley, Burns, LJ, lay, timeout. That's not even close. Oh, man. That's tough, man. That is tough. Tough to watch that. Hey, Dubs, Will Riley's not driving on you that one, right? That was a ridiculously bad point of attack defense. Just back up. What is Will Riley going to do? Like pop a 3 on you, pop a 2? I highly doubt that. Just back up. What happened to the art of just backing up in containment? What happened? I don't understand that. I need to talk to a Warriors coach, and I hope what he tells me is, well, they just don't teach that anymore. I mean, he's not even going to pull up for 3. Will Riley pull up 3 off the dribble? Will Riley? No, that ain't happening. So back up. Like, give him 5 yards. That makes no sense. Like, you should never, you don't D up a 6'9" guy the same way you D up a 6'2" guy. Am I right, Dubs? Golly. What is up with this? Why do the Warriors have such putrid point of attack? But I think the whole NBA is like that, actually, because I don't see a lot of point of attack stoppers out there. Even Wiggins gets burned, but he has the power of recovering. Oh man, the lost art of defense. UConn blasting. Oh, we got another new person. Hello there. Wakar Khan. Although I wish I were Steph Curry. I'm not. Hey, Steph. There he is. He's on the bench with his brother. Finally. Gui inside. Oh, goaltending. Good job he's just so deceptive. And that's what you need to do. So great laser pass by Dre. Goaltending. Up by 10. Oh, Gui got beat on the point of attack, but Gary got a block. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Steph, what's up? Al Horford is on the mic with Kalena and Fitz upstairs. They're going to side inbound. Nope, Gary fell down. Great. Oh, we got back. 5-on-5. Draymond, good closeout on Will Riley. Ooh, good fake step back. Dribble, dribble, dribble. See, that's again. See, now I'm wondering, why didn't Draymond contain that? But we find Gary 94 feet, touchdown pass. on a short slant by Gui. And Gui helps out, but it's too late. Read it just a split second late. Anthony Gill bucket on the cut. Gui attack. Threw it at Gary's feet. Oh, man, another turnover. Gui helps out on the drive, but they score it. That is number 14. I can't scroll up quickly today. Jameer Watkins, I think. One of the more. He's number 5, though. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is him. 3-ball LJ, no good. We still only have 2 turnovers. Gill for 3, or Champagny for 3, no good. Pat rebound. Oh, they're going to bring in 4 new guys. LJ gets the handoff. Kick it to Gui, wide open. Got it. Good job by LJ to like kind of run into the guy that was guarding Gui. A little bit of LJ chaos there. And then he fouls. And so he'll sub out. So it's 49-40. There's Leaky Black. Leaky. Yo, Leaky. What a name. Leak. Malavi Leons in the game. Handoff to Watkins. Kick it back to Sar for 3 over KP. Airball. You can see the scouting report. KP is executing that perfectly. Don't even bother. Like, all you got to do is go double check that on, click on Sar, and then go look at his stats. Bet you it's less than 35%. Yep, it's 33%, 34. Podz finds Will for 3. Got it. There you go, Podz. See what happens when you're unselfish? Man, hello. He really wanted to score 30 after that Instagram virality. Sad. What are kids doing these days, man? Riley dribbles out of bounds. Thank you. Kick spray, Will, corner 3, 52-40. There's point guard, Podz. There you go. Keep playing unselfish. Finds Mally. Oh, smoked the layup. Man, he decided to turn into a point guard second quarter. Whatever. Pat and KP. Pat back to KP. 3-ball, line drive, no good. Here comes Watkins. Kick it. Sar driving in. Back to Jameer. Kick it back all the way out. Left side, Will Riley 3. No good. KP, excellent box out. Pat, crazy sling pass. Nearly, yep, that had no chance. Podz tried to save it. Nope, not athletic enough. That was a Brock Purdy with the UCL type of pass. Man. Ugly. Don't let him pile up. Third turnover. No, they haven't chalked up a turnover here yet. It should be 4th. Man, this spiral of death is killing me tonight. Am I that much out of resources? Sheesh. Pull up the activity monitor. 3-ball, good. Will Riley. Google Chrome. I have 2 Google Chromes. Oh, maybe quit the script. What is this? NBA.com. What? That's strange. Where's NBA.com at? I'm going to kill that one. NBA.com. All right, Podz got fouled, goes to the line, hits. NBA.com. Where? Ryan. It's on here. Oh man, this box score is taking up a lot of memory. Huh. Who knew? Koulibaly, kick it out. Sar for 3. Good, got that one. So now KP's got to make an adjustment next time. Three ball, Will. Points at the courtside people. And they score inside. Damn, I'm not caught up. Timeout. Brian Keefe again. Oh, that was Podz with the 3. My bad. That was a little selfish. Dang. Don't agree with that. 13 on the clock. I think I'm just overcompensating. Because I'm upset that he's not doing this. I'm upset that he's been selfish. So I want to make up for it. Even number 14 tried to block his 3 before the timeout. Who was that? Trey? Let's see. No, he's number 12. Leaky? Whoa, they got 2 number 12s. What? I don't know who that was. That blocked Podz. Okay, 57-48 Warriors. That's pretty good. Q2 427. How come we got so many people here? Wow, 12 likes. How many does Brandin Podziemski? Scroll down and see. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Should have more assists, in my opinion. But I talk about that all the time, and I'm kind of tired of talking about that. Wow. What brings everybody here today? Huh. Tell us where you're logged in from. Tell us where you're logged in from and what brought you here today. Let's see how people are doing. Let's do a poll. How are you doing today? High vibrational? I'll just say that's okay. Oh, LJ design play. ATO 3. Yeah, I love it when we go to LJ. That's our design play. LJ top 3 via Gary screen. 60-48. And Koulibaly beats Gary. Gary's been good, though, by the way. So I don't have any complaints. There's your poll. Guam? Whoa. Hey, Lewis Page. Podz gets in the paint, and he complains to Trey Maddox. Tee him up, Trey. Tee him up. Golly, can you stop that? Brandon, you're not that good, dude. And KP blocks SAR. Podz finds LJ for 3. Got it. Good job by Podz. I love that part of Podz. I don't like the other part. Stop it with all that. Like a good SAR. And KP, no pick. That's a foul on Trey Johnson. Yeah, that's a foul on SAR, but for you to assume you're going to get those calls, like, again, you're not Steph. I mean, no, Steph wouldn't get that call. You're not Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. You may be Shea Podzingis. He's trying to be Shea. You can't fit Podziemski into Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so stop it. LJ, oh, airball. Gary, oh, missed it on the buzzer. Podz with the steal. Alley-oop to Gary. There you go. The more assists, the better. Just get assists. And I will respect it. I am busy typing away so that I can take notes and do a recap later. Looks like we're going to cruise to a win here, but now that I said that, maybe I jinxed it. Dark humor. Oh, we got a timeout. Okay. 65-50. I said, what brings you all here today? And then 10 of them leave, Bruce. Fickle bunch. You internet people. No, just kidding. Okay, we're up by 13, and what I want to look at. Podz 9, 6, and 6. Ooh, triple double watch. What? Podz triple double watch. Will he get good Instagram reels now? I want to, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do a commercial break. Here, 60-second commercial break. Be right back. Commercial break, 60 seconds. Let it run, please. Thanks. Nine, 6, and 6. Just worry about the double doubles, Brandon. Don't worry about the triple doubles. Don't get in there and go, oh, I'm going to check off the points box first. No, get the assists first. Why can't he come out and do this in the beginning? We must be in zone because Podz isn't guarding anybody. And when we go zone, they get the corner jumper. Good. Chalk it up every time. Every time we go zone, it starts in the corner. Every time. Can we come up with an adjustment to that? Man. LJ, screen by Gary, short. Washington brings it up. Bub and Podz. Screen Sar. And Draymond steals Bub, although Bub is trying to sell it. Dre finds Gary. Hey, Draymond. Looking like he's 32 years old. Dre steal Bub. Is it a timeout or why has everything stopped? Another timeout? Poor Brian Keefe. I don't know. It must be hard to coach a tanking team. Oh, it's an and one. Okay, Gary got an and one. That's why we were walking around. Just getting a free throw set up. Short. That was ugly. 69-54. A rare trip to the line. Wait, has Gary missed? Oh, yeah, he smoked a layup earlier. Oh, we forgot to talk about that. Koulibaly up top 3. Dang, so Gary, his early smoke. When did he smoke? Because he was on pace. He had 3 more buckets to tie Will Chamberlain for 19 in a row. I didn't write it down. I need to go find it. 3-ball Draymond brick. Oh, now I really want to find it with 55 seconds left. Play-by-play, Q1. 3-ball, no good. Sar skies for the rebound. Draymond steals it. 40 seconds left. Inside push. Gary to KP. Let's look for a Gary miss. I'm sure Fitz talked about it. Peyton. Gotta look for the Peyton sub in. Peyton rebound. Free throw. Driving layup. 4:14. Did I write that down? No. I didn't find it. Oh, that's too bad though. I didn't write it down. 4:14. Too bad, Gary. Oh, 3-ball up top. Good. Carrington, I think. Up by 10, 19 seconds. And Draymond loses it, gets it back. Sar wanted to foul him. Draymond attacks and he scores. A layup with 5 seconds left. $72-60. Draymond, great defense on Bilal. Steph's happy about it. 72-60 halftime. Time to do a recap. Time to do a first half recap after a quick commercial. All right, let's do the commercial right quick. Boom. Pat Spencer getting interviewed. Oh, good on batteries. Oh. I wonder if I can do a system reboot here. Yeah, we'll give that a try. Okay, let me get ready here. Pull up my notes. Live stream this one. Mute. How many we got on Substack? Let's go Warriors.com. One, we have less on Substack than Facebook. That's rare. Shoot, man, I didn't get to post the latest one, which was about Gui, because I just ran out of time. Anytime I write something, man, I end up spending a couple hours on it, unfortunately. Got the spiral of death. Okay, yeah, so Porzingis versus whoever. No description. That means we got to refresh. Okay. Whoa, how did we get on the chat? That's weird. Is it? Yo, how do we? It's killing me. There we go. Okay. I got to kill this. Maybe, is this going to work? Let me see. Activity monitor. Google Chrome. Studio.youtube. Which one is this? Right here? Studio.youtube. Okay. iMovie. Yeah, let's get out of there. Quit. Safari. Okay, yeah. So hopefully I won't get too many more spirals of death. Pull up another NBA.com. Move this back here. Warriors, Wizards. Box score. Triple double watch. 966 for Podz. Okay. Recap time. Okay, recap time. And I think I will save the introduction to our Discord for after the game, but the link to sign up is at the top of our comments. Should be pinned. Oh, it's not yet. Let me pin it now. Yeah, it's pinned. I don't know why I don't see it, but let me repin it just in case. There. I just repinned it. And we'll come back to the Discord because it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Now, as far as the first half for the Warriors, okay. Tip-off. We lost the tip-off, KP. It's not as good as jump balls. He's not as good at jump balls as Draymond is, I've noticed. It's all about the timing. But right away, KP got a 3 on a screen by Draymond, assist by Gui. KP did a caught the ball from Draymond for another assist by Draymond, who has 6 first half assists. Will Richard, offensive rebound, tap to KP for a reload. Good. It's 8-4. And the problem with the first half, with the first quarter, I thought, was Podz looked very selfish from a scoring standpoint. 9 minutes to go. He goes right. He fakes. Jumper's no good. No, jumper is good, actually. Argues. And I did notice that the bench said something to him. And I actually want to look that up and try and figure out what they were talking about. So let me try and isolate that. That's with 13-14 ball game. No, 13-4 ball game. This is a typo. So 13-4. Let me find that for you. I'm not too far away. Oh, but YouTube TV just crashed on me. Oh, man. Okay, we're back. Thirteen to 4. Sorry. What a way to have a lull in the recap. Sorry about that. Horrible planning on my part. Yeah, that made it 13-4. I don't know. Can't find it. So I got to go back to 11-4. Oh, there must have been a ton of missed shots. I'm going to record this. Nothing major, just Steve telling him to get back on defense. That's all. Okay. So early on, we're up 13-4. Just Steve telling him to get back on defense, which I totally agree with. Stop arguing with the ref. But that's what he does. And after that, he attacked Sar. Push shot, brick, a lot of contact. Probably should have been a foul call, but didn't get the call. Argues with the ref again, or gives him the Euro shrug. And he did it again. So that happened at the 8-minute 39 mark. Then at the 7-minute 53 mark, he did it again. What I mean by he did it again, he drove again as if he's a scorer. Now, by then, he'd already actually collected 6 rebounds in a span of over 4 minutes, barely, which is pretty impressive, but just trying to do too much on offense, as I said. And as Bruce said in the comments, it's like he wants to be Steph. You're not Steph. Just don't be Steph. Just try and be a point guard. Just try and pick a lane, but pick the right lane. The lane where you're the scoring point guard is not the right lane. The lane where you're the distributor and you're racking up assists, that's the right lane to be in. So I thought he was selfish, especially after the brick 3. And yet Podz would get another defensive rebound. Draymond found Will, because Will also hustles all the time. And so we're up 15-4, timeout. At that point, Podz was 1 for 5, 0 for 3, 0 for 2 on twos. He is now 3 for 8. So that means he went 2 for 3 since then, and 1 for 4 on threes, which means he went 1 for 2 on threes. And I think he wouldn't be doing all of this if Steph was playing. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that. Pat got a corner 3 thanks to KP being doubled in the post. So his splash put us up 18-6. jump ahead a little bit. LJ got a 3 after one dribble. LJ 3 for 7 on threes. He's, that's nearly 50%, right? 3 for 7 makes one more. That's 50%, 4 for 8, right? All season long, man, and near 50%. It's so impressive. But he subbed out right after that. And I think it's because of a minutes restriction, probably still at 17 or 18 due to the hamstring. Maybe it's 24 because he eventually played 13 minutes. So after that sub, he would play an additional 10 minutes or so, which is good. Omer found Gary on a tic-tac-toe. Gary was fouled. We're up 23-7. Podz was telling Omer some instructions, and I was like, no, I just that's not the right picture I want to look like. I want to look at. I love to see true point guards who have racked up assists telling people where to go. That I like, but he's just lost. Podz is lost. But then again, he has a 9.66 at halftime. So I'll say this. In the first quarter, he was not playing the type of ball game, not having the approach that I have pleaded for him to have. Pat got another bucket inside. Ooh. And that means he got 2 buckets inside in a row inside the paint. And I've been getting on him for not having a higher clip. Now, you don't need to shoot like Chris Paul, but get somewhere similar to that, like occasionally. And he's done that so far. Let's see. Now Podz would have his last selfish 3 at the 2-minute 16 mark, and then he would find Gui on the catch 3 thanks to Podz getting into the paint. Actually, Podz and Pat do a very good job of getting to the paint. It's just what they do after that is the problem, and they don't score enough, basically. We even had Pat find Podz, find Will Richard in the right corner for a 3. So Will is snapping out of that slump that he had before, and we're up by 14. And then Sharif Cooper burned Pat Spencer twice using the left hand down the lane. And that's where I laid into Pat. But it's probably a league-wide issue. It's probably a systemic issue with basketball development in America, where we just don't think when we're on defense. Like, you got to strategize. Like, so I went on a diatribe about that already, so I won't go on one again. But basically, if you get beat left, adjust and don't get beat left again, especially by the same guy. LJ also got burned by Will Riley, and then Steve had to call timeout. That cut the lead to 42-34. And I just don't know why guys in the NBA can't just contain a guy. Like, that's what you want to do, is contain on Will Riley. Skip ahead. So that cut it to 8, but Gui hit another 3. So our 3-pointers, pretty good tonight. 6 for 10. 12 for 24. The 6 for 10 is free throws, which is bad. But 12 for 24 on threes, that's pretty darn good. Washington 7 for 22 on threes. And we're going to start the third quarter. So I'm going to hurry up and just say that. So Gui got a 3. Will got another 3. LJ got a 3, thanks to Gary's screen. LJ, yet another 3, his third one, after KP blocked Sar at the other end, and Podz ran the length of the floor to find LJ. So that entire second quarter was good, and ended up having the halftime lead we have, which is up by 12, 72 60. That's your first half recap. I'm going to cut it short like that. Podz down the lane, fake it, and a late foul call. And he shrugs again. And I just stop that, man. That doesn't make Trey Maddox want to call the next one for you. PC user, what's up? Podz with the decel, foul on Sar, late call. Shrugs again. The Jokic shrug. Brick by Podz. See, why should I call that for you if you're not even going to make both? Clueless third-year kid, but whatever. He needs a personal coach, really. You want someone to coach Izzo? I'm your man. Bilal creates on his own. Dribbled past one guy, met another guy, lefty good. Podz to the nail and got it to KP, got it to Dre, got it to Will. 3-ball, no good. Sar rebound, we're up 11. 11 minutes to go. Cooley, Joe Cooley. Bilal Cooley body for 3 over KP. He's going to have to start closing out now. Sar and Bilal have hit those. KP from Vallejo. Swish. Line drive swish. Will Richard assist and a good screen by whoever gave him the screen. 3-ball again by Jameer Watkins. No good. Good to see KP hit a couple threes now. Podz goes. Kick it to Dre. Out to KP. No good. And a 2-ball by Bilal over KP. Not bad. KP, I guess he wanted a foul. I don't know. I thought it was just good finish. Ooh, be in the paint. Spin. Oh, what a spin. Oh, air ball. Never mind. That was a nice spin, though. He got doubled. You got to recognize when you get doubled. 3-ball good, Bilal. Catch 3. Hey, someone going to watch out for that? We're only up by 6 as they hit 2 and a 3. KP for 3. Pod screen. Oh, bricked it real bad. Wow. Dang, bro. That's a roach 3. Which is another word for a brick. Man, they could cut it to 4 or 3 right here. Is it 3? Because, yes, timeout, Steve. We lost all the momentum. So, Trey Johnson, catch 3 deep, timeout. 76-73. Wow. Let's dissect. Wait a minute. What just happened? Golly, that's not a good way to start. Q3 904. In 3 minutes, they caught up from 12. Podz missed the free throw. Yeah, Porzingis bricking. Yeah, how did Bilal get the last one? Falling asleep on those. Let me see. Yeah, that's Podz doubling. Why? Gui had him contained, actually. You know, Gui against Jameer. That's just a bad double by BP. Let me clip it for you. Does he even know that he does this? Does he even know that it's harmful? I think that's the problem, just lack of awareness. He doesn't even say my bad or anything. You know how I hate the my bads. How come we keep getting like 60 concurrents, then it goes down to 25? Why is that? Now, my airdrop isn't working, so I don't know if I can show this to you guys, but do this every game. So that one, nope, airdrop's not working. Man, that was horrendous help by Podz. I don't understand that. Replay Podz hard help on Gui versus Watkins. Bilal wide open. And that was I don't understand what is the thought process of Podz. It's just so here and there. It's like, the dogs in the movie Up. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Like, let me go double this. Let me go double that. No, this, no, that. Like, wow, dude. It's hard to coach you, man. LJ forces a 3. Yeah, but the lack of firepower that we have, I kind of don't mind that. And there is Carrington. LJ reaches in. Draymond is exaggerating a palm ball call to Trey Maddox. All right, Sarr attacks KP. Great defense, brick or air ball, really. And KP loses the ball, foul. Called by Carl Lane or Finney Ransom. Finney Ransom, he's like a young Carl Lane, actually. He's got good potential. Yay, we have a tall guy that can disrupt shots. Yay. Showing the replay of KP and Sarr. Sarr fouls again on KP off ball. How many is that? 5. He's got 5. Wait, it says 5 here and it says 4 on the screen. Oh, is he going to get another one? No way. KP, Podz open for 3. Yep, there's the 5th. He pushed KP. Sit down. Who do they got? Who they got left? 2 fouls in a row. 5th versus KP. Just keep going. Oh, he's going to stay in the game. Okay. Stays in. Man. Okay. Is this tanking? We're witnessing tanking. Draymond catches it and throws it away. Dre's like, how can you not catch that? I agree. I thought that was catchable. No, it was wide right. I don't know. They have no chemistry, man. They've been messing up. Did you guys see a couple games ago? Simple entry pass. They screwed that up so bad. I put it in my recap. Sarr bricks it. Pat brings it up. Pat and Gary, KP fakes a handoff, drives on Sarr, over to Gary, over to Pat. Pat drives, smoked it. Oh, Pat. Draymond hustles back, out of bounds. Good hustle. Trey Johnson got switch onto KP. Sidestep 3. KP reads it. Missed it. No, long rebound. Where were you, Gary? Gary sucked in too far, and that's a 3 for Carrington. Oh, man. Draymond in rhythm. Catch and shoot 3. Wow, they had tied the game, man. Wow. Wow. 3-ball Bub missed it. Draymond rebound. Finds LJ. Finds KP. KP score it. There you go. Good cutting. Up by 5. Pick and roll. Trey Johnson got the switch. SARS down low against Pat. 3-ball instead. No good. Bad selection by Bilal, I think. LJ, very bad decision. Wow, he didn't know what he was doing and then passed it to KP, luckily. KP, handoff Gary down the lane, loses the ball. KP left his brain at home. Gary's a little, I don't know, maybe he's thinking about the Will Chamberlain record too much. I don't know. He's got a couple turnovers. KP will sit down. That was a long stretch, 19 minutes played. Draymond has played the most with 21. Gary picks up Bub up top. Over to Trey against Pat. Here it comes. Goes right. Pull up, nail. Good. See, Pat, you see that? Can you do that? You do that on them. Just practice that move. Draymond and Sar. Dre attacks. Sar out to, oh, that's going to be Sar's 6th. Wow. They really fouled him out. That's crazy. I've never seen this. They do not want Sar to play anymore, I guess. Dre takes Sar. Foul. 6th. Rules of tanking. Leave guys in when they have 5, and I don't know. Sar didn't care. Strange. Weird basketball, man. Weird. We have 72 concurrents. Strange. On a Wizards versus Warriors game? That is so weird. Probably not enough likes. That's okay. Somebody splashed the like button. Draymond missed the first. Second one is good. Up by 4. Comes Sharif Cooper. Pat giving him pressure because Gary full court press. Steal. Hey, Stackhouse called it right. Full court press after Dre free throw. Gary to Dre to Gary. Give and go. And a 2-ball against the zone. Missed it. Up by 6. Draymond looking. Yep. Turnover. I had a feeling he was going to turn it over right when he was trying to do the right to left pass. Another right to left pass turnover. Risky one. Says my bad, but don't give me the my bads anymore. No more my bads. 6 turnovers, which isn't terrible. On pace to keep it in, single digits, which would be amazing. Gary against, who the hell's 13? Sharif Cooper. Anthony Gill. Attack Draymond. Spin. In and out. No good. Pat brings it up with the all-white Under Armour shoes. Now, I don't know what brand it is, but reminds me of it. Gary Over to Draymond, over to Pat for 3. Mofo? Nope, no Mofo bucket. Sharif. Bad screen by Leaky Black. No, timeout. Sorry, timeout. Ryan Keefe. 84-78. Warriors. Q3, 4:19 to go. How many likes do we have? $26 likes? Dang. 55 concurrents. Is it Dub Nation? You guys on right now, or how are we getting so many people? I even forgot to hit up people. Did we get more on Substack? No, there's just the one on Substack. All right, let's check Discord. Hey, y'all, you guys got to go check our Discord server. It's the bomb, or the VIP version's the bomb, but the free version's pretty good, although it's way more delayed. And everything's organized, and you don't get any clutter. You can't reply to any of this stuff. It's just clean information. But the VIP section, that's where it is. This is $5 a month for these VIP feeds. But yeah, you get all these guys that are at NBA arenas. You can keep track of every game. Like Brooklyn is beating the Lakers, and you can even watch LeBron to Bronny. You know what I mean? It's just got a lot. There's an in-arena. See, I could literally play this because it's not broadcast. Klay Thompson finds Marvin Bagley for a second made 3 of the night. Wow, Marvin Bagley can hit 3s. Hold up. Let's go see if someone we might be interested in. Dallas Mavericks. Bagley, free agent. This guy's hitting 3s. Bagley. See what the Discord can do for you? You see what I mean? 2 a game. 44%, although he's only shooting. Yo, it's been pretty good. Yo, Marvin Bagley, you heard it here first. When we come back, we're in zone. Something to look at. 3 ball against the zone. No, well, nice try, Stack. You think Stack will take the UNC job? Who knows? Gui Santos drives. Oh, swatted by Anthony Gill off the board. Oops. Here they go, 94 feet. LJ stops. Oh, LJ got a... and Podz threw it to Will Riley. What the heck? Why are we doing this middle school stuff? Rewatch this. Just a terrible pass. We scored at the other end, though. Man. Podz gets burned. Right side, Sharif. Oh, man. It's Gui for 3, late clock, no good. Tap by Omer, nothing there. Here they come, Sharif. Bye-bye. Oh, he kicked it to Champagny. 3 ball, no good. Omer rebound. Lucked out, man. And there's a traveling on Omer. Yeah, he's not been good. man. Anthony Gill just shoved Will Richard. They didn't call it, but it went out of bounds. So our ball. We got 2:20 to go. We're up by 1. Third quarter. Podz left side. Yay, he's not selfish. Found LJ for 3 up top. LJ, man, this guy can hit. 89-85, and LJ is now 4 for 9. He's damn near 50% on the year. Nuts with high volume. Fade away good. Who's that? Trey Johnson, I think. Podz travels and throws it away. Not only traveled, but he threw it away. What are you driving into 3 people? And they get a 3. Will Riley. Man. Podz with the selfish 3. Got it. Guess he was open. 15 on the clock. And Anthony Gill scores inside. LJ fell down. Gui, spin, in and out to LJ. Beautiful. Fine, missed it. Omer hustles, out of bounds. Couldn't get it. $92 apiece. Washington with the ball. And right side, Bub. I'm sorry, that's not Bub. It's Trey. Sharif, I mean. Sharif finds what the hell's 14? Leaky Black? Inside for a bucket. Down by 2. Man, minus 14 this quarter. Wow. 11 shot clock, 3-second differential for Pat. What's Pat going to do? Screen with Key. Over to nobody, to LJ. Drive, fade, 2-ball, short. From 2/3 court, no good. What's that last bucket from Washington? Yeah, good seal by Leaky. Good seal by Leaky. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. But we couldn't stop a guy on the right side again. Oh man. So right drive, Trey versus Pat and Will. To Leaky Black. That gave them a 92-94 lead. Save my notes. We're going to run a commercial right now. So here you go. Real quick commercial. How rigged is this game? I mean, I don't do polls that are obvious. I like to keep it a blocker charge. 78 concurrence. That's nuts. Never get that much. Are we like the only game in town or something? Mavericks. Yeah, they're all finals. Well, once again, I got to show off our Discord server. There's also the let's see, free Discord. WAP.com. Let's go Warriors Discord. Free or super awesome VIP, $5 a month feeds. Same URL, just replace the free with VIP. So we'll pin that. Oh, I know what's wrong. I didn't do live chat. Replace pin message. Yeah, so we get to check and see what's next over here. Ooh, Portland and Dallas. Grant Afseth loves to post highlights. I'm sure the NBA doesn't appreciate that because they're giving him a credential. Oh, the Hawks lost. Ooh, we should do a poll on the Hawks. Are Warriors fans going to root for the Hawks in the playoffs? Adopt a team. Holding on the drive by Draymond. I don't know who that foul was on. In any case, one team foul, side out. Man, we went minus 14. Have to dissect that one. Nope, he's getting beat on the point of attack again. Riley missed it. Smoked it. Gary rebound. Pat brings it up. At least it's good to see a bunch of fans there. They didn't give up. Gui, oh, nice show. And so that play, let me try to describe it. That's a good call. We're going to post up Draymond, and Gui's going to set a pick for Pat and roll. Beautiful. So that's the ATO that we ran. Dre post, Gui sets pick for Pat, then seals and cuts. Catch fouled. No, bricked another free throw. Oh, man. So the warts that we have with Gui, I'll leave the Marvin Bagley one up, are point of attack defense, turnovers, and free throws. Let's check his free throws. 70%. That's not good, man. Down the lane, Gil beats Draymond. We are getting beat on that point of attack. Like there's no tomorrow. Man. Pat up top. Probes. Gets down low and scores it. Okay. Well, today he's got the good Chris Paul percentage. Strong banker in traffic versus good defense. Down by one. 3-ball, air ball. Yay. What are they shooting on threes? That was Champagny. 13 for 34, which is not bad. Pat, right side Dre. Shoots a three. Aborts the post up to Gui. Bricked it. Ah, man. Man. Dre bricked three after aborting entry to Gui post. Give it to Gui in the post, man. You saw what he did the last two games? He even, who was it? He posted up on Cooper Flag, man. Give him the ball. I would love to see them go through Gui with KP on the floor, on the bench. Seriously. So next time down, I need to see it. 2 on the shot clock. Good defense, Gary. good on Will Riley to even hit the rim. Draymond, terrible touchdown pass to Gary, who retrieves it. Pat, behind the back, out to Dre, over to Pat. Well, Will Riley just pushes Gui. I wanted Gui to post up, but didn't do it. Went to set a pick. Oh, Draymond's gonna call this, whatever that is. Chest brush. 9:52 to go. Brush screen then. Pick and roll. Dre and Pat. Back to Dre. Tough one. Lost the ball. Trey Maddox. Uh-oh. Nope. Good job by Trey to just go, no, that's not what I saw. But yet another turnover for Draymond. 3 of them. We have 63 concurrents and none of them are pinky. And then Draymond fouls Will Riley and wants a review. Says all ball, but there's no landing spot. Oh no, Dre. It's not about the all ball. Oh, Draymond. Clearly a foul. We ended up, we only have 42 high vibrationals. Man. Bunch of angry souls. You guys have to learn how to be high vibrational. You guys got to come back here. I'll teach you how to do it. But no, you just want to suffer all the time. So are we challenging this? Don't waste the time out. Wow, we're really going to challenge this. Oh, kick his leg forward? Gotcha. Let me rewatch that. I don't know. That's tough. I think it warrants a challenge. It's tough. At least Steve grew some balls and challenged it. Because, you know, first of all, Decky voice. The Nets? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't. Is it because the Nets played the Warriors last game, and so something with the algorithm that's sending you guys here? No, I don't really care, but yeah, I always will root against the Lakers. So go Nets. Oh, foul on Dre or not? I'm going to say foul on Dre just because the referees are going to, that's how they're going to vote. Yeah, this is so weird. They changed the live chat on YouTube. Like the poll's at the bottom now. And the pin comments at the bottom. Weird. I had to check the math on Dean. Prayers up. If anybody needs prayers up, Moses Moody got surgery today. I read you have to get that surgery pretty quick. Well, it's a foul on Draymond. Yeah. Well, let's end the poll. Not a reckless closeout, says Kalena, but it's still a foul. All right. Who would you adopt as your playoff team? Who else can I think of? I don't know. New York? Who else is in the playoffs? Someone else. The field. I like Detroit. I like Cade. And back to the box score. Draymond. Oh, thread the needle. I usually don't agree with those risky ones, but that was right there. And Gary can catch it. Thread needle to Gary. Layup. Down by 2. And they turn it over. Hey, Santa Clara basketball coach. Yay. Herb Sendek. Left side, Pat. Pat spin. Foul. Late call. Foul in Champagne. Although it's pronounced Champagne. Pretty good, yeah? All right, so who got fouled? Pat. Pat got fouled. How many fouls is that? Yeah, Pat's number's way better today. 5 for 9. Hits a free throw. This is the Pat that I've wanted. So Pat, 5 for 9, 1 for 2. That means he's 4 for 7 on 2-pointers, which is great. Can tie the ball game here with made free throw. Makes it. Yeah, I like his free throws, man. Much more reliable than Podz or Gui. You know, the discussion always comes down to them 3. Will Riley, good hesitation dribble. Bucket good. Were we in zone? That was a weird defense. Probably. I don't think you'd want Will Richard on Will Riley. Podz keeping the ball a lot. Screen KP, selfish 3, no good. Typical. Down by 2, 3 ball. Oh, good bucket by whoever that was. Sharif? No, that's number 8. Who the hell? Oh, Jaden Hardy. Wow. Nothing you can do about that. KP gets it right back. Laser 3 from Fremont. Down by 2, so negated the Hardy 3. Gets it back. Shoots another one over KP. Short. Haha. Pat, touchdown pass. Very bad pass. And reverse layup, Champagne. Timeout, Steve. He's decided not to yell at the turnovers. That is 11 turnovers. (102, 106). Q4 918. Typical. I know. Podz does that because his approach to the game, he has no approach. It's just whatever. Essayist. I would pick Atlanta with Detroit being a close second. So I've got 2 horses in the race on the East. And I would just anything against Boston, do not want them to win. Anything against the Lakers, And in the West, I think Minnesota. I like Ant. I kind of like Denver because I like Jokic, but let's check what other teams. Phoenix is more likable. I think Houston just needs Fred VanVleet back. No way I'm ever rooting for OKC. San Antonio, I'd probably go for them because the sooner they win a championship, the better. Just get it out of the way. The more that they're like chipping away, the harder they are to beat. And so let's just get that over with. I think I'm just going to root for San Antonio. I want Minnesota to be broken up. I want at least a sliver of a chance to get Ant Edwards as a free agent later. So, and on that note, same thing, I'm rooting against Cleveland. So those are my picks, guys. That's how you're supposed to pick them if you're a Warriors fan. So adopt a team. For me, root against Boston, LAL, for obvious reasons. But also, I'm going to have to go against Minnesota and Cleveland for trying to pry Ant or Donovan as free agents later. And yeah, because our books will be clean by next summer, in case you didn't know. Will Richard, over to Podz. Oh boy, don't be selfish. There he is. Can you just do that every game, every time? Gary 3, no good. Rebound, Will, no. It's a loose ball. Damn, they're going to get it. Just, what is the thought process of Podz, man? Oh, they throw it away. Champagne, Pat gets it. And Gary will score. Three ball right back. Jaden Hardy. Dang it. Oh, man. Hardy's killing us with those 2 threes. Podz inside, doesn't force it. Spins and draws a foul on Champagne. Dude, Hardy's killing us. He's the most athletic player out there. Gary level. Hardy was once, pretty sought after young player. So, yeah. By the way, Lewis, I love Cade as well. So going back to adopt a team, as we've got free throws for Podz. Adopt a team continued. C poll. Atlanta and Detroit. And in the West, Spurs, let's get it over with. I think that's it, man. I don't want to root for anybody else. That's a lot. It's a lot to root for and against. Anthony Gill, easy layup. Man, what happened? I need to rewatch that one. Podz finds Gary. Tic-tac-toe to Gui. D-cell, yes. 108, 111. And they dribble it out of bounds. Trey Maddox gives it to them. Podz to Gary to Gui. Down by 3. Oh, boy. 6 minutes to go. Exactly. Gary says, look at the Jumbotron. It's out. Come on, Trey. I didn't see it. Oh, they're going to rewind this. Oh, went through the wickets. Yeah, it's off of KP. Kick it out to Gill. Fake a 3, shoot a 3. There's no way. You can't, fake a 3, hesitate, and shoot it like that. No. That never goes in. And Gui attacks. Reverse layup and 1 with the long legs. Long stride right side reverse lay and 1 versus Hardy. Took advantage of the height of Hardy. Too small, although it wasn't a post-up play. Tie ball game as I accidentally peeked at the back screen. He made it. Gui made a free throw. Get rid of that. I don't think Spurs are going to win the finals, by the way, Dean. Too young. You need to go through that heartbreak first, be it, whatever round it is. Riley tried to beat KP, couldn't. Short Gary on the outlet. Over to Podz. Kick it out. KP, no. Shoots it. Passes it. Blah, blah, blah. To Gui, gets it back. High post. Foul on Hardy. Wearing the bonus. Yay. Way to get it to him, Gui. KP fouled on high post. Bonus. Time to take control with KP, man. Slow it down, get it to him, almost like Jimmy. Except Jimmy likes it in the corner. Hi from the Philippines. Timeout after the make. Up by 2. 5:16 to go. So how's the poll going? Because YouTube reversed. Oh, it's a dead tie. Look at that. Oh, and it changed right when I looked at it. Dang, I wanted to take a screenshot real quick. I like the fact that there's a lot of votes for Detroit, honestly. I like that. Like, that city deserves it. And I think the style of play of the playoffs matches that of the Pistons. And I just think they have more firepower than New York. Boston, that's going to be a tough one. But, I would have to pick Boston against Detroit in any series. So I think that's the thing why Boston might be able to go to the finals, which their experience, wow. Man, they're going to be a tough out, man. Celtics are a tough out. Especially being full strength. Yeah. But I've been trying to tell everybody, all the Warriors fans out there, if you're listening to this, and if you're not a Warriors fan, please understand that the reason why you think Warriors fans are lame is because of Warriors Twitter. It's only because of all the commenting and all that stuff. Like, oh, Lacob did these bad picks and those bad picks. Dude, look at the teams that have done great in the draft. OKC. So how many championships they won? I rest my case. 1 championship from great drafting. We still have 4. Boston still got that 1. Even if they win this year, great draft of Jalen and Jason, that's 2. You still haven't caught Steph, Clay, Draymond. That's 4. I think we're doing fine, guys. The draft is hard. 2 ball in and out. No good. By Will Riley. And we post up KP. Yay. Milk it. KP against Gill. Shoot it. Good. Yes, sir. Milk it. Post to KP. Fade. Good. Laser. 115, 111. Yes, sir. Try and stop it. Will Riley against Podz, switch out to KP. Elbow shot is good. Yeah, this kid is not bad, man. Riley elbow J over KP. Up by 2. Draymond up top over to Gui. LJ's trying to set a pick. Gui just goes and out of bounds. Blocked by Riley or foul? Gui's looking like he's going to the line. Yep, it's a foul. Good job by Gui, man. Gui left side ISO as LJ was setting pick for KP. Drive fouled. Got to make free throws. Yes, Santos. Yes. Makes the first. We're up by 3. Valkyries, tickets. Get ready for Let's Go Valkyries, man. I don't know how I'm going to. It's hard to start a channel from scratch, you know? And maybe we're getting a lot of people from Facebook. I'm not sure. 17 Facebook likes? That's unheard of. Well, welcome anyways. And we don't have any comments from Facebook, so. Oh, Gui fouled Gil on the roll, and that's 14 fouls. So that doesn't hurt us yet. But it does draw us closer to the penalty. Hardy to inbound. Looking for Leaky. Got it to Gil. Handoff back. Got it to Leaky. Up top. Drive on LJ. Nothing there. And he'll try to turn on Gui. Oh. Got beat. Smoked the layup. LJ rebound. Yay. Yeah, LJ, control it. Go slow. Draymond brings it up. And Gui left side, nearly turn it over on the cross court. What are you doing? Man, be careful, bro. Brate, be careful. KP, sling pass to LJ, fake it, shoot a 2, short. KP dunks it. KP, dunk tip in. LJ missed floater. Whoa, that's huge. 119, 113 with 3:05. Champagne travels against Gui. Hey, Gui had a point of attack. All right, Gui. Wow. Gui. The rare point of attack stop. I'm shocked. KP over to Gui. Dagger? Gui with a dagger. Gui corner 3 dagger. Wow. 122, 113. 235. Jaden Hardy's pick and roll 3. Pull up good. Oh, man. Jaden Hardy. Dre was all over it, too. Pod's got to be careful and not get too cute with it on the inbound. It's not over yet. Only up 6. Draymond post. Get it to KP. Oh, no. Pod shoots a 3. Oh, he got it. I have no trust. I just admit it. Catch, splash, via pick, KP, assist Draymond. And that'll be Draymond's 10th assist. Timeout. We got a 125-116 lead. So it looks like I'll be doing a full-on recap after the buzzer, although I already did a recap through the first quarter. So we can fly through 3 quarters of a recap. I don't trust Podz, man. I just don't trust them. I think you need to play the right way, start to finish. I think that's what I need. I just need you to do that, and then I feel like the dam will break. So I still need Podz to come with the right approach at the start, at the tip-off. Then earn these shots rather than hoping they go in. Know what I mean? It's subtle. Podz goes back to Santa Cruz. Well, that ain't happening. I mean, I don't mean that. I just stay in the NBA, just be better. Come with the right approach. You don't need to punish him. Okay, here we go. Up by 9, 2 minutes, approaching 2 minutes. And Riley turns Podz. Draymond had to help. Gill inside, score. Man, just how do you get turned by a 6'9" guy? Jeez. ATO Riley burns Podz. Ugh, God. Podz inside out. See, do that. Over to Gui for another dagger. Nope, bricked it. Gui dagger miss. Back rim. Look out for Hardy. Pick and roll over to Champagny. Tough one against KP. Air ball. KP there again. That's a huge defensive play. 3-ball dagger. Nope. KP. Gui got a rebound. Gui. Still writing notes. Podz up top. Give him the ball. Finally gives, and it's a traveling. Just give him the ball. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? And he's going to complain. Oh, man. Took too long to give him the ball right there. No. I don't think that's traveling, though. But it's almost like they love to get under Podz's skin. Foul on Draymond. 1 minute to go, up 7. It's about to be 5 if he makes both. Draymond foul. On the Hardy drive into traffic. Makes the first. It's ours to give away with 1 minute to go. I mean, you can't do this. You could take the 5 worst players on the Warriors. You cannot blow a 6-point lead with a minute or 5. It's going to be 5. 125, 120. Yep, made it. I don't care what 5 you pick. Malavai, Nate Williams, who is inactive again. Save him for the last 6 games. Pick and roll KP, LJ. Got it to KP. 2-man game, LJ. Get it to KP. Oh, no, Podz. 7, 6. Oh, no. He's holding it. He gets a foul call. Lucky. Foul on Champagny. Man, he wasn't even going to go. Was that LJ? Oh, man. Come on, LJ. He's a youngster, though. Holds pivot with 5 sec to go. JC reach in. Bail out. Free throw good, though. Looks like he made both as I peek at the box score. I'm not trying to be anti-Podz. It's just, can you not make it a coin flip? I want you to make me trust you, but you have to build that throughout the course of the game, especially when you start the game. That's all I'm asking for. So since you don't have that ingrained in your DNA as a baller, Jaden Hardy, hero 3 against Gui. And they foul KP. Man, he's keeping him in the game. Up by 4. KP fouled. Got to make both. So that's my thing with pods. It's complex. It isn't black or white. It isn't, you know, oh, he needs to score 30, or it's not that. It's very nuanced with pods. It's the approach to the game. When you tip off and you're not being selfish, like do all of these things that you did in the meat of the game. Do it at the start. Why? I don't get it. Is this too selfish? Well, we're up 6. He made both. Will Riley stuck. Good defense. And Champagny finally decides to play. Riley for 3. Got it. Oh, they just halved it. 13.6. Oh, no. You threw it to Gary. Oh, got it to Gui. Oh, still. 11.4. Wow. Riley clutch 3 top. Man. 129 and 126. Gui fouled. Can he make at least one? Washington 1 timeout. Golden State 2 timeouts. Can't call timeout for them right here. Although it'd be nice to just be able to set the defense, you know, or like make sure everybody got somebody, but no, you can't give them a timeout here. You need them to burn it. Gui hits. See if you can put us up by 5, and then they'll call timeout, I'm pretty sure. Hits it. Timeout. 131, 126. $11.4. Thanks, Lewis. Detroit Pistons. No, I mean, honestly, we're gonna the 76 concurrents on here right now. FYI, we're gonna do watch parties of the playoffs, even if the Warriors aren't in it, because oh man, the East is gonna be so exciting. I gotta root for Atlanta because honestly, not just because of JK, but I love Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is like a poor man's Cade Cunningham. Is he not? You know how I like to do the poor man's. Okay, and so we look at the East. Charlotte's fun. Now they should get beat, but still they're fun. Yeah, Atlanta, if they'll go against the Knicks. Dude, the Knicks are beatable. Actually, everybody's beatable other than Boston. Dang, Miami. Look, the East to get the 10th seed is for once is harder than the West because we're 3 under. For once. Wow, the rise of the East. Inbound Hardy. Why did they inbound Hardy? Hardy threw it to Podz. Steal Podz. Touchdown pass Gary. He holds it and we'll win it. So Hardy turnover wins the game for us. Thanks to Podz. That's why you don't have Hardy inbound it, but I guess if you're tanking, put your best shooter as the inbounder, right? Interesting. Threw the ball to Podz. I'll bet you Steph's on the bench once again. You see the clip from one of the people that we follow, Yvonne, Amy, I mean, the other Amy. Where's Amy been? But yeah, over at on Instagram, she had courtside seats and recorded Steph laughing after what's his name? We played the Nets after Jalen Wilson got the ball and just heaved it, thought he was fouled by Gary. And Steph was pretty convinced that that was tanking. Well, we just saw another version of that right now, and I wonder if Steph was looking at Al Horford again and laughing. So similar to last game on the last inbound. Crazy. That's how you win. That's how you beat a tanking team. That's how you lose. All right. We're going to run a commercial break real quick. So it is GSW with the final of the final 131-126 final. And commercial break, then recap, then Steve podium coverage. Here's your commercial break. I'm going to go put some popcorn in the microwave. Be right back. Okay. Hey, Goosey Boo Pooby came back. Finally won 3 straight. Yeah. Crazy, huh? Hey, Catherine. How's Japan doing? Women Duke versus LSU. What happens, Larry? Who's Larry? Yeah, Steve's not the yelling type anymore, so. All right, well, I can finish up this recap that I started way before, but yeah, the poll goes on. Looks like people are rooting for the Spurs, which is cool. He yelled out. Big Lebowski. No, I thought Steve yelling at Will Richard turned out to be a nice way of yelling at Podz without yelling at Podz. Okay, let's finish up the recap that I had done through recap time, then Steve podium coverage. I got Porzingis on the mic post game, but yeah, let me get through this and let's go ahead and put this on the play-by-play at second quarter, because we stopped at the second quarter, I think it was. So I did a recap of or did I do the recap of the first half? Shoot, man, I can't remember. No, it was the first quarter. Yeah. Yep, because that's when Podz decided to be unselfish. Yep. So here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to do the recap right now. 2 hour, 45 minute, 30. Resume recap from Q2. Okay. And the recap. Okay. Got it. All right. So thanks for hanging on here. Okay, yeah. So second quarter, we took a 38-25 lead. Man, 13-point lead. Into the second quarter. They score 5 straight points. And then Pat Spencer got to the nail. He's good at getting to the nail. Fade away good with no rebounders. Up by 10. But then, that was his second field goal in a row from the paint like that. Then he gives up a layup on a cut by Justin Champagny. And so Pat sometimes, just it's hit or miss. Next time down, shoots a jumper from the right baseline. That missed it. Yeah, I don't know that he's ever going to make 3 in a row unless it's 3-pointers. So that's my, wish for Pat is to become more consistent on those mid-range jumpers. Tonight, though, he was actually pretty good. 5 for 9, 1 for 2 on threes, which means he was 4 for 7 from the field on 2-pointers. Gui would tap in the miss by Pat, though. And then again, LJ, he's just really not good on the point of attack. Will Riley burns him. We're back up by 8. And that's where I was calling for the average NBA player to learn how to backpedal and contain a guy. Just guys don't dribble and pull up anymore. Only guys named, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let me say that right. They have the ability to dribble into the paint, pop and stop. There should be more people that can do that, but yeah, so just contain Will Riley. That would hurt us later on towards the end of the game too. But in any case, flying through this recap of the second quarter. Let's fast forward to under 5 minutes. Podz with a 3 at the top off the dribble with 13 on the clock. I don't really like those, but he hit it, put us back up by 9. Later on a timeout, LJ Cryer, 3-ball up top via Gary Payton, the second screen, and puts us up by 12. We saw Podz argue again with the ref after there was a pick and roll with KP, and he drew contact, and he scored it, and he argued with the ref. And, every time he does that, we just kind of roll our eyes, because I just think you need to, from the tip-off, establish yourself on the floor as a point guard. Don't be trying to score so early. See, that's what great players do. You think about Steph, right? You think about it, right? Here, let me go on a slight diatribe. Would Steph do that? No, Steph never does that. He hardly ever comes out in the beginning to try and score on you, right? Why don't you emulate Steph? Steph lets the game come to him. And then it's just the approach. And you just got to know this when you're a scorer, but he's never been a scorer. So he doesn't know. So it just, he's a loose cannon, man. Podz is a loose cannon. Now, sometimes the cannon hits today, 6 for 13, 3 for 8, 22 points, nearly a triple-double with 10 rebounds and 7 assists. But that's a 22, 10, and 7 that on the points side, that was a loose cannon. Just get the assists and rebounds. That's what you should be doing, and never come out in the first quarter gunning. Stop that. It's really simple. I can give you the script. Just go watch a Steph Curry game. The last time Steph played a game, go watch his approach to that game. Go emulate that. To continue on with the recap, though, as I said, LJ, top of the circle or top of the arc 3. We're up 60-48 with 4 minutes, 23 seconds left. And then, yeah, I mentioned that already. Actually, we got to the Podz. Yeah, Podz was arguing. Okay, so with 3 minutes, 41 seconds left, Porzingis blocks Alex Sarr. Podz goes 94 feet, kick spray to LJ for 3. That's what you want. That's what you want. Then Podz gets a steal, finds Gary for the alley-oop. And it's like, yeah, just don't worry about the scoring. Just do all the other stuff. You're right on track. Of course, on a timeout, they call timeout, we go zone. What happens whenever we switch it to zone after a timeout? They get the ball to the corner, and they did, but this time fake a 3, dribble in, 2 ball good. I'm just saying, like, granted, technically we did not give up a 3 in the corner on that switch to the zone. 9 times out of 10, that's what they do, but they still scored. I just don't know about that. Maybe, I don't know what you do about that, but they just, according to my less than elephant's memory, every time we switch the zone, they score from the corner. Is there a way to adjust that? I'm just saying, it's just a nitpicky thing that a crazy person like me that follows the Warriors a little bit too deeply. No, I don't follow them too deeply. That's my job, actually. That's what we do here. Let's Go Warriors. We nitpick. So that's the thing I'm nitpicking about. All right. Well, with 10 seconds left, good attack by Draymond. Beats Sarr. Layup lefty. We're up by 12. And then he comes back. Great closeout on Bilal Coulibaly. 12-point lead going into halftime. Uh-oh. Because the third quarter, we're going to actually go minus 14 and go down by 2 at the end of the fourth. What happened? You know what? Let's look at the tape, the play-by-play. Let's take a look, because these are stretches that we are destined to go through, especially when we don't have stars. Let's see. Where did it happen? Where did it happen? Here we go. I will combine this with my notes. Okay. Porzingis missed a 3. First, Porzingis got a 3 thanks to Draymond's screen. So he was feeling it good. And then he bricked one, like left a crack on the window. And it was Coulibaly hits a 3. I had Trey Johnson in there. It should be Coulibaly. Yeah. It was Coulibaly. Sorry. Yep, it was Trey Johnson. They just hit some 3s. So first off, how this happened. Porzingis bricks the 3, like I said. No. 9:23. Okay, sorry. 10, 11. It wasn't the brick 3 yet. Sorry. So, okay. After KP hit the 3 from the Draymond screen, put us up by 11. Bilal Coulibaly with a good banker. Good offense beats good defense. And then inside, Gui got a nice spin, but he airballed it against a double team. That's where, like, certain parts of the game, I think there's a little bit lack of concentration or what have you. So, yeah, that's a situation where just the wrong play by Gui. He had only that one turnover, so that's good. The Warriors had 12 turnovers, which is amazing. By the way, Steve's at the podium right now, but let me finish this recap real quick. Because then what happened after that? That air ball by Gui, Coulibaly comes back. You know, this kid wants to, he wants to make buckets. Hits a 3. Lead goes from lead dwindles down to 6. So yeah, it was 11, became 9 due to Coulibaly, another 3 by Coulibaly. Now it's a 6-point lead. That's when Kristaps hit the roach on the other side of the window, and Trey Johnson comes back and hits a 3. Timeout, Steve. We're only up by 3. Out of the timeout, LJ forced a 3. Sarr got an air ball against KP's length. And then Sarr got 2 more fouls in a row, gave him 5 fouls, stays in the game. And then Draymond, bad pass to Podz. His chemistry with Podz, we've seen in the last few games, not good. It's like they don't even practice, which may be true. Maybe they don't practice. Man, smoked layups, those will get you. Pat Spencer, 7 minutes, 37 seconds to go, third quarter. Goes down left side. Banker, smoked it. But we hustle back. Draymond knocks it out of bounds. And then KP does good defense on Trey Johnson's brick. He kind of guessed that he was going to shoot it and disrupted him completely. But then Gary overruns the rebound. And you see that over and over again where, well, not over and over again. You see that occasionally, and you wish you never saw that. The long rebounds go to the elbow. So Gary overruns it. They get an offensive rebound, and Bub Carrington hits a 3. Tie ball game. Now, KP would find Draymond on a catch 3. So good on Dre to be able to hit a bucket during clutch time. He was 1 for 3 total. That was his only 3. And LJ would find KP on a cut. So tic-tac-toe, Draymond, LJ to Porzingis. We went up by 5 with 6 minutes 40 to go in the third quarter. So we're still up by 5. So somehow it went -7 after that. And that's even with Alex Sarr picking up his 6th foul about a minute later. And that's even with us going full court press after a Draymond free throw, where Podz got a steal, thanks to Gary blitzing at half court with Pat Spencer, and Gary had a beautiful give and go with Draymond. We're up by 6, 5:28 to go. But then Draymond, bad pass, to Gary. Risky one. He loves throwing those risky ones. We go 3-2 zone. Carrington hits against that zone. This was after a timeout. 4:13 to go. And that three gave us a 3-point lead. Podz threw the ball to the wrong team on an outlet after a defensive rebound. They score. Podz answers. So now we're back up by 3. But then coming right back, the Wizards beat him on the right side, Will Riley. No, it was Sharif Cooper drove right by Podz. Now, granted, Podz had to run all the way back, but still. LJ would answer. No, that was 85-86. Sorry. Before the LJ would answer, Omer, he hasn't been good at all. Just an offensive foul after the rebound. Cryer hit a 3 to keep us up by 4, but then Podz drives into 3 people. No traveling, but turned the ball over. Will Riley comes right back, bucket good on the 3 ball. And so they scored 5 quick ones right there. We're down 90-89. Podz still hit a 3. I thought it was still selfish. With 15 on the clock, put us up 92-90. 3 for 8 from threes was Podz for the game. But then to end the quarter, Anthony Gill faked the 3, drove right past Podz. Again, point of attack not too good by anybody on the team. You know, our guy Moody is no longer available for those. And that ties the game up 92 apiece. And then Trey Johnson drives on the right side against Pat. It's easy to turn Pat, unfortunately, I have to say. Will Richard tries to help. But by then, Leaky Black, of all people, seals Kristaps. So it was a good seal by Leaky. Ha ha ha. Throwing a dad joke. So yeah, that's how they took a 94-92 lead as he got the layup. LJ's drive and fade went short. All right, so fourth quarter, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Draymond got a thread of the needle to Gary. Another dangerous pass, but 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go. We're down by 2. We went down by 5 as Jaden Hardy came in the game and pulled up from 3. And it's like, why don't they play this guy more? Oh, that's why. So Jaden Hardy, one of the most athletic guys on the court today, has the ability to pull up from anywhere on the court, you know, or anywhere up to the arc. And he got a couple of those, but that put us down by 5. KP answers 3 ball from a laser 3 from Fremont. But Pat throws the ball away, trying to do a touchdown pass after a defensive rebound. Just a very bad pass to Kristaps. That's our 11th turnover. And Champagny drives, reverse layup. Good. Timeout, Steve. We're down by 4 with 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go. We went down by 5 again after Jaden Hardy pulled up for 3 with 6 minutes, 41 seconds. And it stayed a 5-point game with Anthony Gill getting an easy layup on the catch. Bad defense by us once again. 111, 106. Wizards with approaching 6 minutes. That's where we were able to turn the tide. Got to tip my hat. Podz, tic-tac-toe to Gary to Gui. We're down by 3, 111, 108. Anthony Gill took a bad 3 after a hezzy drive. And then the other way, Gui took the smaller, hardy, strong right side, long legs, reverse layup, and one. So that and one by Gui was critical. Tie ball game, 111 apiece, 5 minutes, 50 seconds. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go. I thought we got a little lucky because after a timeout, Will Riley shot a banker, it went in and out, and we found KP in the post. Previously, we had found him in the post, and he got fouled, made both free throws. This time, fadeaway, laser, jumper, good, and we're up by 4. Will Riley answered with an elbow jumper, and then Gui answered that. As we were trying to actually set a pick for KP, it was LJ trying to set the pick on the strong side, on the weak side. Gui had the ball on the strong side, left side, and he decided to just take his man one-on-one. I love the aggression. I love the decision. You could have just waited for KP to post up, but okay, you proved that you could manufacture points, and he did. He drove, got fouled, and made both free throws. Very important. And then on the next sequence, nobody could get anything, but then LJ attacks late, misses the floater. KP's there to dunk it in for the tip in. So that was another critical blow to the Wizards. 119, 113 Warriors. I forgot to go this format as I'm talking, because that's what we want to do when I cut this up into a podcast. And then Gui actually played great point of attack defense. Wouldn't you know it? Saved the best for last. 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Gets Champagny to travel on a crossover. He stayed in front. And then Gui Santos, 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Corner 3 dagger, thanks to Kristaps from the paint. We're up by 9. It's an insurmountable 9, although Jaden Hardy made it interesting because he would make a 3 after that to cut it to 6. Podz hit a 3 on the catch, all net, thanks to a pick by Porzingis. That was Draymond's 10th assist. We're up by 9. They take a timeout. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Now, Podz would get burned by Riley on the ATO. But then with 1.5 minutes to go, KP disrupts Champagny on the catch inside. Even though Podz traveled on what should have been an earlier entry pass to KP, like get the ball to KP sooner rather than later. Maybe not really a travel call. I don't know. Have to watch the replay, but if you just get the ball to the man that you need to get the ball to, there wouldn't be a traveling call to make for the referee. So after that, Jaden Hardy drives right into Gary Payton, bucket good. We're only up by 5. There's with 46 seconds to go. I thought Podz held the ball too long up top. Like we still want to do the ball movement, right? We're still doing ecosystem, right? I don't understand it. He's very unpredictable and very, yeah, because you're unpredictable, you're hard to trust. And Champagny, I thought Champagny probably just didn't have a good game. Reaches in, bails out Podz, foul. He makes both. 127, 120 with 46 seconds to go. Of course, Jaden Hardy, hero ball 3, good. But KP gets fouled with 24 seconds to go, goes to the line, hits both. We're up by 6. Of course, Will Riley hits a clutch 3 up top for the Wizards with 15 seconds to go. But they're running out of time. We're up 129, 126. And then with 11.4 seconds to go, Gui Santos gets fouled, hits both free throws. And after that, on the inbound, they have Jaden Hardy inbounding the ball. Like the guy that's able to hit clutch threes, they have him inbounding the ball. You know, is that a tank job or is that a tank job, right? He throws the ball, risky pass to his man, but it goes right to Podz. So, you know, you wonder. I don't think Jaden is in there actually wanting to lose or anything. Like they're restricting him from playing all that much. It's pretty obvious, as Jaden Hardy only played 12 minutes and was 4 for 5, all threes in those 12 minutes. Like project that out to 36 minutes played, he would have had 42 points, right? No, you want to bench that guy. So yeah, that last 5 seconds was very reminiscent of the previous game where you saw the viral clip. Steph was laughing with Al Horford because Brooklyn just like flung the ball from 3/4 court. I guess Jalen Wilson was expecting Gary to foul him when we were up 3. Who knows? But that seemed like a tank job. So did this one. But we'll take it. Whatever. It's good for the young guys to win. And that's all I got for you. So that's the end of the recap. I'm glad it didn't take that long. Well, actually it did. That's going to be like a 40-minute recap on Spotify. But that's okay because it's fun to go through things when we win. One thing we'll do now is we'll switch it to Discord, which gives you a good introduction to our Discord server. If you look at the pinned link at the top of the comments, the pinned comment, you will see the links for the VIP version of our Discord and the free version. The free version is all these things down here. And one of the cool things is even if you're lamenting the fact that you can't get this NBA live feed for free, which is somewhat like a Twitter list, but better. If you ever have a Twitter list where you're following like 200 journalists that will actually like not only post good objective reporting like Dan Woik or Melissa Rowland, who are covering the Lakers, some guys will, especially like, you know, this guy and Rachel Strand, who covers Denver, they'll post other video from the arena. You see these? And so when you try and replicate this on Twitter, and this is one of the reasons why I started this Discord, well, the problem with Twitter lists is, and by the way, TweetDeck just got increased to $40 a month. So if that's not another reason to switch to our Discord and ditch Twitter. So Twitter lists, I used to follow all of these. And the problem is if you're late, if you haven't checked in a couple hours, you might lose the tweets that you were hoping to still be there in those couple hours, or even could be an hour in terms of like, you know, like we have things to do. We're not on Twitter like 24/7, but you'd like to go back and make sure everything's there so you didn't miss anything. Well, the Discord makes sure that you don't miss anything, and you can even search on stuff, whereas searching on Twitter is damn near impossible, especially when you're getting like feeds like this, right? You search on Twitter, you're going to get everything. So that's a problem for Twitter, where the sheer mass of the tweets coming in forces the app to skip a lot of them. So you don't get that problem here on Discord. And one thing that's still free right now is I've got all these 5 or 6 guys that love to post old Warriors highlights. So you're always going to get that. And that's great for a Warriors Discord server, right? So to have all these guys grouped in the right place, and I call this classic dubs, right? So you get that. Let's go look at every game previews and recaps, see if there were any highlights posted. Sometimes there's highlights posted here too, but yeah, these are free. The Valkyrie stuff and the WNBA, I put that as free. And there's a bunch of salary cap guys. Obviously, Keith Smith. Problem is, Keith Smith is a diehard, Twitter user, so you're going to get every tweet of Keith Smith. Sorry about that. It's not like you're only able to get his salary cap stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, him and Bobby Marks and Yossi Goslin. I figure people don't check salary cap stuff that much anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, going back to the VIP feeds over here, let's check what's going on with the Warriors beat writers. So we got the NBA beat writers, which is like 300 of them, and the Warriors beat writers, which is like a dozen of them. So this is a subset. And so you can see Podz is at the podium. So let's go ahead and play that for you while I go track down the Steve Kerr postgame. So yeah, that's my spiel for going to check out the Discord server, because that's where you get you can't like reply to this and say Pod sucks. That just doesn't happen on here. You don't have the ability to do that. Now, if you pay $5 a month, you can comment stuff over here like Dean and Dean Chambers did. But we like to keep it high vibrational, okay? This is not a place for people to complain, because it's a knowledge base. And so you want to complain, just go to where people complain, which is Twitter. Go there and spread your Pod's hate. So here we just have information. We just have searchable, indexable, organized things of just Podz or just Steph, whatever it may be. Look at Steph. He's got Aisha content with Obama, Michelle Obama, with Seth. Okay, so it's all nicely organized here for you, right? There's Obama, Michelle Obama. All right, so that's my Discord spiel. Now we will go to the Discord itself. Again, Podz. Let's start with him since it's new at the bottom of the page. I already know this is from Kenzo Fukuda no, it's Joseph. Okay, sorry. Well, this one's a little bit low. Usually it's Kenzo that is, the aim isn't quite there, but we love the guys. They're providing extra content for us. Let's listen to Podz.
A lot of the things I said, I probably shouldn't have said it, because it can be, skewed a certain way. But, I understand where I'm at. A lot of it is self-vindictive. But all I can do is look forward and give up my all every night.
How do you kind of not let that stuff affect how you play?
I mean, I really just try to tune it out when I'm between the 4 lines. I'm not going to think about what someone says about me on the internet. And so every day, just come with a clear head, be happy, be blessed, and I'm here. And so that's my perspective every night.
What happened to Dean? How come I can't at you? Strange. I don't know what happened. YouTube changed its format. There's Podz. There's no Steve Kerr podium just yet for me, so we move on. Going back in time a little bit. Oh, there's KP. I can't play this on YouTube right now for you. We will get wiped. But if you have our Discord and you're a VIP member for $5 a month, you can watch all of these. Here's Gui. Let's see what he says. Taking pointers from Jimmy. Yay.
Slow down, you know. We don't need to play. Of course, we need to play fast, move the ball fast, but at the same time under control, you know. When we drive, when we get into the paint, we gotta just stop in 2 feet. And like I learned a lot from Jimmy. Jimmy is a guy that, you know, every time he was driving to the paint, he was stopping with 2 feet, and after that, he decides what he can do. He can go score. He can pass the ball. He can do whatever he wants to do. So watching him allowed me to try to do that right now. And when you start doing that, you see how much that help you, you know. And the whole team had this mentality of just getting into the paint, stopping 2 feet, and just go there and you know, play free. Don't worry about turning the ball over and all that, because when you worry about it, is stuff you have that is stuck in your mind, and you just go there, and sometimes the pass is not there. You anxious and make you turn the ball over. But overall, today we did a good job of that.
I strongly disagree. No, you know, I'm the old school coach. I'll yell at you for turning the ball over.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry about turnovers. Hell no. I would never, ever do that as a coach, but I understand it. That's just not my style. But I get it. I get it. I know you need to be, you know, what's the word? You just need to be all nice and grow some balls. Decky voice. It's okay to have turnovers. It's okay. It's okay. Coddle, coddle, coddle. No, it's not okay. You're going to drive in there, go strong. You know, don't give me no turnover. Stop it with that. No, I honestly think that the culture of the Warriors has always been that way. It's kind of hard to ask Steve Kerr to suddenly change and become Bobby Knight. Okay, that ain't happening. Especially when this is the house that Steph built. You think Steph's like that? No. We're not the Miami Heat. We're not Eric Spoelstra. You know, there's no, you know, cut the air with a knife kind of, you know, demand that you run through a wall for me type deal. No. Steph and Draymond have been throwing the ball to the other team for damn near 12 years now. And that is a culture that is set. So it's going to happen with the young guys until the day comes when you can yell at people for turning the ball over and Draymond's not in the room because he damn well just turned the ball over that way 3 times in the game. And ironically, did he do that 3 times today? Let's check the box score. Yes, 3. That is the number for Draymond. Chalk it up. Every game, 3 bad passes guaranteed. That is the culture of the Warriors. But for those in Dub Nation that don't understand this, you have to accept that as part of the 4 championships. You just have to, because nobody's perfect. Michael Jordan isn't perfect. Now, he wouldn't usually turn the ball over like that, and he'd probably yell at you, and he would create an environment where you could cut the air with a knife. Just go ask Steve, I bet. And I bet you that's probably why Steve doesn't go that route, because first of all, you need a Jordan for that, and he's also kind of conforming the culture as when he came in 2014, 15 to match that of Steph, right? So, you know, we all saw how Kerr first responded to Steph's chaos and shenanigans. Years into that, that's been made okay. And so the average Warriors fan on Twitter has to realize that you can't have everything. You already have most of everything. You've already got Steph. That's a lot. That's a number 7 pick that became one of the greatest players of all time. So to be that entitled all the time, nah, that's not what we do at Let's Go Warriors. So we appreciate everything here. And that's because I've been with this franchise since 2009. 2009 was times when you couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now at least you get a shot. Now it's like, we need major injuries for us to avoid the playoffs. Or we need our guys are getting old for us to always go through the play-in. Draymond said it on Draymond said it on his podcast that he was sick of going to the play-in. So the concern is there, and the issues are there, but I think the number one problem with going to the play-in all the time is because our team is old. And yeah, the draft picks didn't go well, but as I said before, draft picks don't always go well. Name another team that's won 4 championships, or just name another team that has done very well in the draft, and how many championships have they won? San Antonio, done well, no championships yet. OKC, probably the best drafting team thanks to Sam Presti in the history of the NBA. How many championships do they have? Uno. They still got 3 more to go to catch us in this, to create a dynasty. So that's why we don't worry about anything on Twitter here. It just doesn't come through. Now I have to keep tabs just in case I miss anything. But for the most part, I do not engage with people on that app. All they want to do is transmit their complaints of life onto the Warriors and make you feel bad about your team. That's not what we do. That's not what we do here. We will not make you feel bad about the team that you root for. If anything, I will make you feel better about the team that you root for. See, this is complaining. It just adds to the Twitter stuff now. I can play this for you, Steph. But it has music in there, so I'll avoid it. And it's funny how people tend to show the videos in waves. Everybody, all 3 of those, they probably saw each other on me. Oh, what is he recording? So then I better record this as well. And it was Steph. So yeah, that's on our Discord. Probably make that into a compilation later. Let's catch up. I've got Steve and Gui, and then we'll call it a night. Because I am hungry and I want to eat some dinner. And it is already 10:16. Play the game. Here's more pods. Oh, we already heard that. Probably shouldn't have said it. Just going through our Discord server, the lovely Discord server. Here's a good highlight that's wasn't shown on cable, so we should be good. Yeah, reverse layup and one. Man, that's becoming regular for Gui. 27. Gui Santos, 27 points. Oh, Gui. After scoring 31? Wow, that's incredible. So that was the Gui clip. Kristaps a quiet 28-8, man. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see Steph and Kristaps, but I don't want to risk injury. And so I'd be against it. But once Steph comes back, because it looks like that's what they're going to do. Once he comes back, then I'll be like, all right, cool. We'll root for you. But I prefer not. Sorry. There we go, Kristaps.
There we go. Feeling good. Always good to get a win. Yes, feels great. Feels great. 3 in a row right now, right? We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Yes, sir.
Wow, Gui. Man, you've been playing so well. Yeah, we're all caught up on the other people on the podium, although we'll have the entirety of Gui Santos. And then we'll see who else goes up on the podium. Hopefully it's Kristaps. Oh, it's Kristaps. Hello. Let's play this because we won't have time to get to his later.
You have 5 of 11 from 3-point range tonight. How'd the jumper feel tonight?
I got lucky. I got lucky. Crazy. No, honestly, it's not feeling good. But I got, hit the first 2 or 3. And, I kept shooting. Something goes in anyway. But, well, you're going to see once I get it right, you're going to see there's going to be a difference for sure.
Kerr mentioned that they basically were going to you a lot at the end. How good did that feel? How natural did it feel for you to kind of be initiating things, either taking a shot off you or maybe even making a pass?
Yeah, no, I feel comfortable in those situations. I trust myself. I'll make the right pass. I can either get a bucket, draw a foul, or create some advantage for us. And I feel good in those situations, and I like those situations. So, and the team trusts me.
All right. Here we go. Uploading or downloading, whatever you call it. Steve and Gui coming right up.
Obviously kind of a scattered game, but do you get even more of appreciative of what Porzingis can do for you in the middle of a kind of scatteredness out there?
Yeah. I mean, we're going to him a lot, when we need a basket, and he's capable of that. He probably hasn't done a ton of that, in recent years. I mean, Boston has a number of guys who are going to kind of have the ball in their hands late. But right now we're going to him a lot. Generally he takes care of the ball. He gets a shot for either himself or someone else. So he's a great weapon, and at any point in the game. And it's really fun to watch him play.
You've spoken about how finding the spacing around Kristaps has been an emphasis for this team since he arrived. Do you feel like the team has kind of figured out how to space around him by this point?
I think we're getting better with it. The biggest thing with our team is just our decision making. The first half we had 3 turnovers, and we generally just played a solid offensive half. And then second half we got crazy again, and we had 9 turnovers, most of them unforced, and we just have to understand the value of the ball. And I think it's a little tricky these days in the NBA. Everybody's playing so fast. Everybody's launching threes. There are times where the NBA game just gets looks like a pickup game at times because everybody is just launching and playing fast. And so in some ways we have to reteach the value of time and score and hitting singles, decision making, because all it takes is a bad shot and a turnover and the whole game flips.
Steve, you guys have talked about building good habits along the way as you get toward the end of the season. What did you see tonight? Good, bad? I mean, what did you see tonight?
First half, I saw focus offensively, simple decisions. And then I thought we let our guard down defensively in the second quarter. Couple back cut layups, some poor transition, missed communication on switches. So there was good and bad tonight, but I like the way we closed the game and had a lot of good individual performances.
Coach, we kind of know what the incentives are for some of these teams that you've played recently, and we don't need to maybe start a whole conversation about that, but just from your standpoint of being a team that's fighting for wins, what is it like for your own competitive situation to see a team just not play its best players down the end of the game like this happened the last 2 nights?
It's definitely strange, but it almost doesn't matter because these guys are all in the NBA, and I mean, Jaden Hardy didn't play the first 36 minutes, and then he scores 14 in the fourth quarter. So technically, he's not one of their best players, but he was their best player in the fourth quarter, and so for us, we've had a few of these games. Utah came back and beat us in Utah. Chicago beat us late, and you can say, well, they didn't have this guy, they didn't have that guy. They still have NBA guys who can't wait to play, and so it's a strange phenomenon. I think it's pretty unique to this season. I haven't really seen this in the past. I think this is different. But I always remind our guys, every one of these guys is in the NBA for a reason. And, Hardy was a great example of that tonight. So we can't take anything for granted.
I'm sorry, but that's a waste of a question. Does anybody care? Who cares? That's a waste of a question.
Another high-scoring game for Gui. It seems like things are kind of slowing down for him on that offensive end. What are you kind of seeing with his patience on that end?
Well, he's the more reps he's getting, the more minutes, the more confident he's become in his shot, in his ability to get past people. I agree. I think the game has slowed down for him. I think he's making good decisions. Tonight was a great game for him in terms of handling the ball. Only one turnover, and as a shot creator, we're asking a lot of him, and he's playing really, really well. Sam?
Steph going to make the trip to Denver?
I'm sorry?
Is Steph going to travel to Denver?
No, he'll stay here with Rick, and they'll get some work in this weekend. Yeah. Thanks.
Hello. It was another high-scoring game. What was sort of working tonight for you?
I think especially the confidence. When you have a high confidence, when you have a team just trusting you and, playing kind of like giving me the ball for me to create some plays and all that, that's give a lot of confidence and it make it easier for me to go score or either find teammates. So when you have the type of confidence, it's great to go there and just be free, play free.
Steve's talked about the value of valuing every possession, of avoiding turnovers. Just what is the key to not turning the ball over with this team?
I think we just got to slow down, we don't need to play, of course we need to play fast, move the ball fast, but at the same time under control, when we drive, when we get into the paint, we got to just stop in 2 feet. And I learned a lot from Jimmy. Jimmy is a guy that, every time he was driving to the paint, he was stopping with 2 feet. And after that, he decides what he can do. He can go score, he can pass the ball, he can do whatever he wants to do. So watching him allowed me to try and do that right now. And when you start doing that, you see how much that help you, And the whole team had this mentality of just getting into the paint, and stopping 2 feet, and just go there and play free. Don't worry about turn the ball over and all that, because when you too worry about it, it's tough. You have that stuck in your mind, and you just go there, and sometimes the passes is not there. You issues and make you turn the ball over. But overall, today we did a good job of that.
Did you have conversations with Jimmy about playing off 2 feet, or was it more just you watching him?
The first time when he got here, I have a lot of conversation with him But after a time that he was here, I was just watching him. Every time he get into the paint, he took his time, and that was so easy for him to do everything. So when you learn that and watch that, that's very, like, you see how much that works, and you know why he's that great player that he is, because he can do that all night. He can get into the paint because he's strong, he's tall, he can get in there and just stop and take the decision after that.
And these past month, few weeks, you've had a lot of chances to, initiate offense, create your own shot. When Steph gets back, do you imagine slotting back into the role you used to have, or playing more like you have been?
I think that's gonna be game to game, because there is games they of course gotta double a lot on Steph, and that's 2 men less on the defense, and that create offense for us. So when Steph's in the game with us, I think that's gonna be easier for me to create offense off him, because they're gonna double him, and he always is a great passer. He passed the ball either in the pocket or for the guy in front of him, and it's just a 4-3 situation. You just can do whatever is easier. So I think when he get back, that would make more easier for everybody else to create their own shot in offense.
Hello, Gui. Draymond mentioning on Wednesday, he said like team during this time team can just throw in a tower because they have young guys like you and Brandin and trying to build a career. And how do you think about this kind of expression and this veterans leadership?
So you asking about the leadership? Yeah. So Draymond leadership is always, like, you can see that he's a guy that talks to us a lot because he wants us to be in our best, and that's what makes him great and make him like the leader of the team, because every time we step in there, he trusts a lot in us. He been talking to us. He been like trying to put us in another level. And me and BP, all the young guys that are here are very grateful to have him on the team, because we learn a lot with him just by watching him on defense and offensively, but also just being around him and learn how to be smart like he is on the court. All right.
All right, that's it. Let's end the poll so we can see what the final tally is. Yeah, cool. That's neat. We're rooting for the Spurs. Make sure to screenshot that. Couple more screenshots. We want to check Discord one last time just in case there's anything. So let's switch it over. Kristaps. Yep, not feeling good on that 3. That's fine. He's not feeling good, and he made 5 threes. What was the numbers on Kristaps? 5 for 11. Wow. All right. So next live will be, what is Friday already? So Sunday, is it? Sunday at 5 or what? Let's see. Sunday at 7 at Denver? That's a weird time for a Sunday in Denver. Yeah. Wow, that's late. Next live Sunday the 29th, 7 o'clock p.m. GSW at Denver. Kind of sort of dad jokes. All right. That's all I got for you. Just does 1, 2, 3. Stay positive, people. Stop complaining about the team that you love, at least the one that you're supposed to love. And that's all I got for you. I'll go do in the podcast of the recap, which I already did for you. And yeah, I'm tired and hungry right now, so I can't hang on anymore like I did the other night with the special little clips. But we'll try that on YouTube some other time. Thank you, Gushibu Pooby 95 for the donation. Appreciate you so much, and hope to see you guys soon. And hope to think tank. Oh, I need a new name for think tank, because tanking is in vogue right now. But Justice 123 and Brate, see you Sunday. Take care.